welcome to the Harper's Pub, the bar within my basement where we play Dungeons and Dragons. We have a group of friends we've been playing for over 20 years, and we decided that we're starting our next campaign and we wanted to stream just to try it out. So appreciate anybody who's watching, and at the very least, we'll have this to look back on fondly someday. Maybe go around and everyone introduce themselves. My name's Jason Beatty. I'm the Dungeon Master. Scott, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Scott, and I will be playing the sorcerer.
Yeah.
I'm Joel, and I'll be playing Lucian, the paladin.
I am also Jason Beatty, and I will be competing with him to be the Dungeon Master.
He's lying.
I am Walter, and I am playing Nun, who is a changeling who will be doing that sort of shit the entire adventure.
Tooch?
I'm Tooch, and I will be playing a cleric of Forge named Flint of Hammer Hill.
And Steve?
I'm Steve Shamanic, and I'll be playing a magical construct, designation A51-M0V.
Nice.
Stephen Childers is not here yet, and will definitely be here in a very punctual fashion every time. This is certainly out of character for him, grotesquely so. Never expect to see him be late again. Never does anything like that. Usually he's the first one here, he's the last one to leave, and he's on task the whole time.
Yeah, we'll also be joined at some point by our wild card, Steve Childers. I know. A couple other quick things. This is a prologue, so like I said, we're trying this out. So we have a prologue to the actual campaign where it's kind of like a soft opening. We're gonna go through and try to build a backstory for the campaign itself and work out some of the kinks with the streaming. And because we're at a bar, we will be drinking, and we will have a drink of the week every week. The drink this week is a Wight Russian, as in the undead style of Wight, which will be fitting for the campaign setting. Cool.
Although not all of us are at the bar, and not all of us will be drinking.
Oh, we want a huzzah?
Huzzah.
Let's get started.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Good friends and adventurers.
Yeah. Computer, begin campaign.
Here you go.
No, but don't do it. Computer, start campaign.
Sorry, I can't start a workout.
This is
The
way cooler
tracking
when I
runs
tried
and
it out
walks
before.
is available from Echo Buds.
My note here.
You didn't practice that one, huh?
I practice it. And this is why I do a soft opening, right?
Something. Can everyone just shake their head like I said something inappropriate so I don't actually have to say it when he does that?
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody just shake their head at me? That's all I need. No? Nobody? Alright, fine.
Shook it.
Technical difficulties.
Can't think of one soft opening, but it's not...
Computer, begin
There you go.
campaign.
Oh, that was a door.
Should I close this?
Yeah.
That was a door.
TV.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Computer, make the lights white.
Okay,
All right, here's what's going on. There is a massive explosion. Your heads your ears are ringing, and your heads hurt like the worst hangover you've ever had. Giant headache. Your mind is cloudy, as if you just woke up from a dream. Right? You immediately feel the sensation of intense heat all around you. It's a dry heat, as if you're in the hottest summer day you've ever experienced. Your nostrils flare with the smell of ammonia. And if you're not familiar with what ammonia smells like, it smells like cat piss.
You might have that backwards.
It's not a pleasant smell. It's very pungent. And everybody, except for Joel and Tucci, cannot see anything. It is pitch black. For Mr. Hammerhill and Lucian, what you see is a long room with some pillars in the middle, sand on the ground, and at the end of the pillars, you see two statues that look like they're beginning to move.
Oh, snap.
There's a group of people surrounding you. Everybody roll initiative.
All right.
People are surrounded.
So we don't know each other?
Natty 1.
You do not know each other. We will describe our characters as we take our turns.
Doesn't matter, these are our prelude characters. Let's all get killed in the first fight and ruin everything Jason has planned.
Were we here
That's my
before
plan.
this
I'm gonna just kill you
explosion?
guys.
What I said is what you know. Your mind.
Where
is
was I?
you're-
Okay.
It's like you woke from a dream. Your mind's foggy.
Hey, red rhinoceros. Oh, you said foggy.
Yes.
Sorry.
Just want us to call out our initiative.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scott.
I will be last. I got a 3 total.
Joel.
17.
Oh, here's the wild card.
Wild card.
Wild card. Wild
Perfect
card.
timing, man. Roll initiative.
We are currently streaming.
What's up?
What's
going on,
up?
everybody?
Tooch.
I rolled a 1 and I'm +0, so I'm 1.
Oh, somebody worse than Scott.
Steve.
Put him up,
First one
dude.
of the game. That's a good way
Put
to
him up.
start it out.
Right up here with the hands.
Steve.
16.
And then Childers, you mind rolling initiative?
Just hand me a D20. He's all set, man.
Hold on 1 second. So
Just assume you got a +2. It's fine.
So I got a. So 11 for me.
Cool.
Does your character have dark vision or anything?
Yeah.
So his ass can see that he's also in a room full of collapsed pillars with 2 statues at the far end that are starting to move.
Yeah, we'll figure that out as we
Okay,
go.
cool.
And he wore the eyeliner today for us.
Yeah. Joel, can you hand me a character sheet so I can get this off digital?
See, I'm just being a lazy
It's,
shit.
in the green folder at the top.
My makeup comes out of glasses case. Hey, you know what else he wore? You know what else he fucking wore, Jason?
What's that? Harper's pen. That's
Official.
awesome.
Official only. Thanks. What's the on this wall?
Got your Harper
Oh,
sigil?
mine is mine.
Yeah, buddy.
He can't.
Oh.
The only camera feed. I don't even. Yeah. Nick, can you see the battle board?
There's one there.
I cannot. I
Yeah,
don't
I
have.
don't know
I'm
what
not.
they see though.
I mean, they would have to join the stream to be able to see that.
So how are they going to
I,
know?
I have it on my screen. Yeah,
Just join the
I can see
stream,
it.
then they can see where they are.
Okay, so Nick is just going to be yelling at us like a blind man trying to control someone
I'll-
across the room.
Oh,
Oh, I like
my
the view. It looks good, guys.
Nick, can you see the
Looking good.
board now?
Thanks.
No, I don't know where. Before there was a link on the stream, like that popped up on Discord, and I don't see it anymore.
Charles, I'm just put my dice in this pocket over here.
Okay, I don't know why Steve can see it.
accessible.
Cool.
Steve is on the stream.
Did you just?
How do you get to it?
You just had him streaming out of your pocket then?
We'll figure it out, Tooch.
Technical.
Okay.
All right. Joel, you're up first.
All right.
Wait, Childers, what the fuck are you playing?
Chaotic good tiefling warlock.
Thank you.
Are we describing our characters as we go through?
No, just we all just did that, and he hadn't.
So
right? We did that
describe-
before he came in the room.
Talked about our name. And
Okay, what's your ass's name?
Describe your character through what you're doing.
Okay.
Garbanzo?
Seeing like these statues move and being in a like unknown area in the dark, I will draw my two-handed maul from behind my back, and I will use my other hand to grasp a holy symbol wrapped around my neck and cast the light cantrip on my hammer.
Wait, I thought you could
Nice.
see in the dark.
I can, but nobody else can. And
How
it'll
do you
still
know
be
that?
dim.
You
I
don't
still
even
would
know.
have disadvantage because it's dim.
Okay, see, now that's a reason.
So I cast light, and you see the chainmail I'm wearing glint, and my helmet has like a solid like steel kind of like up to like a visor sort of thing, and then just more chainmail that kind of like hangs
Which
down.
one are you on here?
The one with the giant morning star.
The one that looks like a red rhinoceros.
All right.
That's a flail?
It's whatever. So that's what I do. I cast light, and then I will try to move around. So you said this is this sand? What is this in the middle here?
So that is a statue. So just real quick, Scott, Walter, and Steve, and
You should maybe be more specific when you say Steve.
No, he's shoulders. Scott, Walter, and Steve. You guys see a bright light. So it was dark. You couldn't see anything. Ammonia smell, heat, like that's what foggy brain, right? But then all of a sudden, there's a bright light that glows out of a holy symbol. What's the holy symbol to?
I asked him to
Saint
say that.
Cuthbert.
Now he says it. He says it when you ask. Didn't say when I asked.
A holy symbol to Saint Cuthbert. The whole area illuminates. And then Joel, one more time. Who is the first person they see with the symbol? Describe your appearance just quickly one more
I
time.
see a average height female wearing chainmail, a solid steel kind of like visored helm, but like so it comes down around the eyes with like the hold, and then like you just see like a chain mail like kind of like covering the face.
Nice.
And a single pauldron, kind of like strapped to the right with leather straps like going down towards the belt.
Awesome.
Nice to strap one on.
Cool. And then what's the rest of your turn?
So I was gonna say, so that was my action.
Yep.
Um,
So that's a statue in the middle. Those are pillars.
Okay.
Everything else is free game. There's just the floor is made of sand.
Not lava.
so I'm going to just kind of like rush past this dwarf in the way here, and just kind of like nudge him as I go past him, and move as far as I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towards the moving statues that I see.
I know I'm not up for a minute, but since we're finishing a turn here, it's on my mind right now. None is almost never in his natural form. He is almost always appropriating the appearance of, the last person whose significant other he bedded or assistant to the shopkeeper he just robbed for a fistful of fruit or whatever. Like, is he still in whatever his last form was, or did he get reset by whatever this event was?
You're on whatever your last form was.
Okay.
No, good question. Steve is up, and then Childers.
Right. My character is a magical construct made of dark, like a silver metal. His body is roughly circular, and just out of that circular body are kind of spindly metal arms and legs.
So there are statues moving at both ends of the room.
No.
What?
So there are statues moving at both ends of the room. The other ones are just more convincing.
Right.
We're gonna stab him to death.
So, standing up, I'm not gonna take an action this turn. I'm gonna take this turn to get my bearing, and then just say, like, damn it.
Got it. Thanks, Steve. Childers, you need many yet?
I need one, I think.
That's cool. Take your time. We can just say you're getting your bearings as well.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Somebody would grab me one.
Statues are up.
A miniature?
Oh, you have one there.
You're back there.
So, seeing the armored individual step up, they're going to move. Cool. And they're going to attack you.
Tell me you ain't having none of that, Joey.
We'll see what happens.
Now that they've moved closer, you can see that these statues look to have a humanoid body but an animal head. One has a hawk, one has a wolf.
Yeah, it is.
They're attacking you with weapons that look like pikes.
No.
So, one's going to hit Joel.
Okay.
For 6 damage.
Ow.
So, one brings one of the pikes down on you. You dodge the first one, but the second one smacks you right in your, what do you call it, the shoulder thing?
Pauldron?
Pauldron, right in your pauldron. So, it packs a heavy punch.
Euphemism or?
Also, Scott, the guy that looks like sort of Peter Baelish merchant type dude.
Yeah.
Can you just move him into the middle, right in front there? Just a couple squares up. Yeah.
Would a dark heresy
One more,
character
that's
sheet be
perfect.
helpful to you?
Just one more up. Yeah, perfect. You see a creature move up. He looks like a dragon with sort of copper-colored skin. He's wearing rags that have been deteriorated and carrying a wooden staff. He points the staff forward, and a swarm of locusts come out of nowhere and swarm one of the creatures. All right. The creature seems to bat the locusts away.
Was he in the group with us?
He was. Yep. Scott, and then Tucci's up next.
What is this big thing in the middle here?
It's a giant statue, but it is not moving like the other statues.
All right, so I can't shoot through that.
We're done with the other campaign, right?
Hmm?
We're done with the other campaign, right?
I guess.
Well, because I got my old Altair sheet here. I can just erase it for children.
Sure.
It's all right. I'll put it on.
6. And these things here, they're pillars?
They're pillars.
Okay,
So you can
I
shoot
think I got a
through.
line on him, right?
Yeah, you're good there. I was gonna say you can shoot through the other ones. You would just have disadvantage.
Yeah, I think I got a line on this guy.
Cool.
All right, so sees the bright light from Joel, and what everybody sees standing there is a second giant, what looks to be a red dragon, a miniature version of a red dragon.
So just to be clear, you're both dragons.
Well, whoever this guy is also a dragonborn. It sounds like.
Correct.
So everybody's a dragon.
I wasn't a dragon.
What? Aren't you a dragon? You're not a dragon.
Yeah, but that guy was what, a bronze, and you're a red.
Copper colored, but yeah.
Yeah,
Pop.
so obviously he takes like a second to get his bearings, seeing everyone around him, and a fight going down. He runs up here and throws a bolt of fire at this dude here. And let me
Is there a trash can?
This one over here.
a ranged spell attack, which is what that is going to be
Jason, you're gonna.
my casting bonus plus
Proficiency. Your proficiency bonus
Proficiency.
plus your
Dexterity?
spellcasting modifier.
okay, so
Oh, right.
should
right.
be 5. Yeah. So 18 ranged spell attack,
That's gonna hit.
which will deal 1d10 damage. 5 fire damage.
All right. You hit the one that has the hawk head for 5, and he lets out a. Ah!
Alright.
He doesn't like that as the fire explodes in his face.
Statue's feeling pain now.
Everyone else just saw a red dragon come up and throw some fire, really lighting up the scene.
They usually spit that though, right? I'm not making that up.
Not making that up.
Which one did the locust hit?
Also the hawk one, but he shoot it away. Tucci, and then we're back to the top with Joel.
What?
Oh yeah, where'd you? I must have missed you, Walt. What was your initiative?
7.
Yeah, he was ahead of me.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm able to make out that there are 2 dragonborn in the room, right?
Correct.
So I draw my daggers, or short swords, as the case may be. Retreat it back against the far wall, and I'm a dragonborn.
What color?
Green.
Cool. Anything
Because
else?
there's a red one on a copper wheel. That's my action. Man.
That way
Cool.
we could tell us apart.
So what do you? I'll just say just given the situation that's happening, no one saw you before. So like,
That's why I backed out of sight too.
yeah.
Back
So-
up, change.
So you guys see a green dragonborn emerge from the darkness, with 2 daggers,
Short swords, I guess.
2 short swords.
It's obviously some kind of dragonborn collection.
Yeah,
Right.
Dragon Convention. Dragon Con. Nice. Sorry for skipping
As
you.
long as we don't have to do any yithing
All right.
later, I'm fine.
Tucci and then Joel.
Is that red rhinoceros?
All right. So I will get up,
I'm gonna lose some felching
What-
while we're in it.
put my shield on. I will also cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action, and move up to a position next to Lucian if I can.
Can we move Tucci next to Lucian?
Preferably to hit somebody next to him, the same guy he's fighting.
Okay. Yep.
With a 17 to hit.
That's gonna miss, Tucci.
Oh! Actually, that's
Ooh,
terrifying.
all right.
It's like,
It just clanks off the clay exterior of the statue.
Okay.
That's pretty clay.
What were you swinging?
A Warhammer.
All right, so everyone sees a dwarf wielding a warhammer. What type of armor you wear?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I am clad in chainmail, and I have a silvery helm as with a holy symbol of Mord on the top.
Nice.
So you guys are all gonna have to fight in a minute, right?
A shorter humanoid creature with a silver helm with an anvil on it swings another giant hammer and clanks off one of the clay statues. But now it's in the fray next to Lucian, who is up next.
I'm going to swing my maul at the hawk one.
Nice.
Critical hit.
Attaboy.
Great start.
Attaboy.
Nice.
Hey!
So that's
Sorry, huzzah! Huzzah! Is that all we're doing? We're not doing that anymore? We're done with that?
Huzzah.
Thank you.
The
Roll a lot of dice.
It's 2d6 with a crit.
Yeah, nice.
What's doing 2d6? Your maul?
Let's see. 18 bludgeoning.
All right.
Consider yourself
So-
bludged.
Lucian swings the maul and hits the creature right in the shoulder, and as soon as the hit connects, it shatters into a million clay pieces, leaving a pile of dust and clay on the floor.
nice.
All right. That
Hulk
feels a little bit hurtful to me since I identify with clay, but that's okay.
The hawk one is dead. I believe I said it was a wolf. Just the wolf one is left.
I'm gonna sidestep then, just to like leave an opening for allies to kind of like
Cool.
get a better angle.
Nice. Steve is up, and then Shoulders.
Still convinced Steve is on their side.
Yeah. Can I get with in melee range of one of them where I'm at right now?
I think he's.
Which one is
What's your speed?
30.
No, you're too far back.
Okay. So if I can get a line of sight on one, I'll just move up and threat detected. Witch bolt.
Nice.
The funny part is, because of his connection quality, he kind of already sounds like that.
Spell attack is a 21.
Hit.
I deal with 1 lightning damage.
Nice.
Zap.
21 to hit, 1 for damage. All right.
Cool.
Personally, I think the amount, the percentage of your maximum
Shoulders,
damage
you
is
still
usually
need a
based
minute?
on how well you hit the
No, I'm ready, baby.
All right, you're up.
Okay, so
Is it a
a
model?
huh?
Yeah, he does.
Did you put me in there?
The colored one.
Is this me?
Yeah.
My character is Draws Sparta. He's marble, like white skinned, very pale skinned tiefling, pointed ears, sharp fangs for teeth, like yellow fiendish eyes. He's wearing like a red, flowy, sort of like open tunic that's like crimson colored with a matching set of breeches and like high black riding boots, and he's like covered in straps and weird, obscure items and sort of like weird occulty stuff. He has like messy, longer, like stark white hair. But he steps forward and extends his hand and he starts to trace, and his eyes like glow a sort of like fiendish red color, and you see this like sigil of sort of like warding create in the air, and he now has until my next turn, at the end of my next turn, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Nice.
And then he's going to step up towards the statues.
Cool.
Hurries his way forward.
All right, I'm up, and then Walt's after me. Seeing that Joel demolished his buddy, the wolf statue is gonna swing in. That's gonna be a hit. Three damage. So it brings its pike down on the other side. It connects, but sort of weakly, not as hard as before, and just slices up your other arm.
Sounds to me like he's due for a hearty mockery.
Walt, you're up.
I'm gonna make a hide check. I don't know who these people are. I don't know why they're fighting. I don't know what any part of it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Stealth check, everyone. Stealth check.
Stealth check.
Making a stealth check. I'm stealthing. I got a 23.
Oh no.
Cool. Scott Dentucci.
All right, I will do the same thing. Take another step forward and summon another bolt of fire and throw it at the other statue.
See, I thought he was going to do a stealth check. I was like, turn me off there.
20.
Hit.
Another 5 damage.
Nice. Tooch.
guys. I'm not following the stream because I don't know where the link is. But I will move to the closest enemy near me
Okay.
It just says choose a weapon.
and attack.
You're right next to somebody, I think, so you're good.
Oh, I thought that Joel killed that guy.
There's another one. You're all right.
They were right next to each other.
That's a 19 to hit.
Hit.
Seven damage.
Nice.
Boom.
Bludgeoning. That's
Uh,
it.
The stout creature swings his hammer around like a clock and connects the end of it to the side of the wolf statue. It lets out a long, almost like a gong, which doesn't make sense since it's made out of clay, but it happens nonetheless. And the creature looks like he's jolted back a little bit, like he just had the wind knocked out of him, which also doesn't make sense, but that's what you see. All right, back to the top, round 3, Joel.
Looks like it can be anything,
I'm
then.
gonna swing again. 19 to hit.
Hit.
For 11 bludgeoning.
Nice. That's a lot. So, almost to make a sandwich, the other armored fighter swings his maul around the other way, connects from the other side, and this thing's getting battered around like a game of Pong at this point.
Which won't be invented for several hundred years. Thanks for that very helpful example.
Yep. Steve and Childers.
That was Pong.
Going to use an action to reactivate the witch bolt. So I don't need to roll to hit again.
Nice.
Tap them for 3 more away.
All right. One of his clay arms falls off and crumbles to clay on the ground. The rest of his body is still up, but he's looking pretty hurt.
Ooh.
Childers,
What are you gonna do now without an arm?
you know what to do.
That's right. Draws extends his hands,
Trying to
and
be a hero, Rico.
next thing you know, there's this like crackling of electricity and an explosion of fire. And next thing you know, in his hands, he wields this giant black greatsword with like decorative flames across the hilt and the handles of it. And then he moves.
Nice.
It's got a huge red rhinoceros embossed on the blade.
That's the last remaining guy, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right, that's my turn. Costs an action to summon that thing.
Cool.
That happens as you get older.
I'm up. And then Walt. So it's gonna try one more time on its last leg here. It drops the maul, which also breaks in the clay. But then just slams you, Joel, with this other arm. Hit. Three damage.
I go down.
And then the dude who summoned the insect plague before, he closes his eyes and grabs his staff, plunging it into the sand, and the sand swirls around it, and now it looks to be fortified. Can he move? Is there a space for him to move up?
You trying to get into melee?
Yep.
Yep.
Jeez. He hits with the staff, connects. But does not. He doesn't bring it down, but he looks like he hurts it as well. All right, Walt.
Gee, Walt.
Still hiding.
Cool. Scott.
All right. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stand here and do the same thing next to my dragon bro. Throw a bolt of fire at the last remaining statue. 23, man. Oh, pretty good. Everything's like
Nice.
18 was my lowest so far.
Everything's coming up, Scott.
Yeah.
What do you mean everything's coming up?
9 fire damage.
Nice.
So with the way that he was turned to you, the broken arm side of him was facing you, and you put your firebolt right through the hole. It hits the center of his body and explodes, and the clay goes everywhere.
Wait, wasn't that an episode of Angel?
Yep. They're dead.
Woo!
Huzzah.
Yeah.
How much experience do we get? Do I find any treasure?
Level.
Yeah. We're gonna do milestone
So
level.
as
No one
soon
cares,
as like that happens and he explodes, I have no idea who these other people are. Kind of turn and let out a roar towards them, and intimidating them too, like ready to
Ready to
take
fight.
action.
Let's hear that intimidate check roll result. What we got?
All right.
How scary is it?
24.
Well, I'm not coming out of
I
hiding.
mean, I'm
The hell with that.
unconscious, so.
Yeah, he's not scared at all.
So
Right here, scout.
So so you guys all saw everybody as we described. You don't seem to recall each other, but there is a sense of familiarity about everyone. But you don't specifically remember like, oh, I grew up with this person or anything. But you guys feel familiar. You
Okay.
can't really remember where you came from or how you got here.
So that means like that whole thing about never forgetting where you come from, like now I'm
You
full of
forgot.
crap. I'm full of crap now.
Yeah.
And we were all in one little group, right?
But you were all in one little group, and you all
Okay.
seem to be fighting the same enemy, except for one guy who hid in the shadows. But everyone else seemed to be fighting.
Hey, I'm already gone.
fighting
You're not
the
even sure
same
you saw
enemy.
me. Get out of here.
Is he gone? Is Walt not there?
He's hiding.
I got a fantastic result on a hide check, so yes.
Yeah. You can make a
I'm
smart-
looking around. I'm looking around. Assessing potential threats. Perception check. 15. So I don't think I see Walt.
You don't see Walt, but you guys do
It's
notice
G-Walt,
that
not C-Walt. Come
one
on.
of the warrior who went into melee first, who dealt significant blows to the statues, is currently on the ground.
Dying to death.
Oh, I go over and do spare the dying.
What's
Who
that?
went down? Who went down? Yeah, I definitely. Well, I might just do a healing word on him because he worships Saint Cuthbert.
Are you in direct sunlight, you maniac?
What?
I said, are you in direct sunlight, you maniac?
Yeah, it's right there.
Just madness.
I didn't realize he went down, but yeah, on my next initiative, I
Well,
would
let's
have thrown a healing word his way.
You're good. We're outside initiative right now. Comments over.
Okay.
So you can just heal him.
Word.
Do that.
Cool.
You get 7 hit points, Joel. Lucian.
All right. So the is it clear that you're a dwarf, Nick? You still have your helm on?
Yeah, I have my helmet on,
Wouldn't
but
that
I'm
be clear anyway?
dwarf and stout.
Cool. So the dwarf goes over, says a prayer to Morden, and places his hands on the fallen warrior. There's a bright glow of light, and his wounds seem to magically stitch themselves together as he stands back up.
After he lets out his intimidating roar,
Yeah.
I say, "Who are you guys? Why am I here?"
The other dragonborn, and now there's two. So the copper dragonborn says, "Oh, do you guys not remember?"
I let my guard down a little bit when he seems like he's talking to me, and say, "No, what happened?"
Says, "We entered the pyramid. It must have set off a trap. There was a big explosion. You guys do not remember this."
None of our characters remember.
Nobody remembers.
Dross says
I
I
look-
have no idea what's going on.
Insight check to see if anybody around me has any recollection. Probably not, because we don't. No. I got a 15 on my insight check, but like, yeah, nobody knows anything.
Well, the copper dragonborn seems to know.
Well, except for that guy. He's the only one. Where are we? So yeah, where are we?
We are in the pyramid of the fallen Drylich Rayolik,
Why are we?
because there is immense treasure here.
Who
We're
are
an
we?
adventuring party. We
I
were
knew I
sent.
was here for something.
We were sent by the Holderheck dwarves to clear this temple, and they promised us all the treasure, immense gold.
As I stand up from being unconscious, I say, "Thank you, dwarf." And I look to the copper dragonborn and I say, "How is it that you remember all this and none of us do?"
It must be because I am one with the desert.
What does that mean?
I,
What the fuck does that mean?
He bends over and picks up some sand and he says, I worship this sand and live in this environment as a fish would swim through water.
Swim your ass out.
My powers that you've seen earlier come from the desert.
I look at everybody else and I say, the last thing I remember was coming to, standing in the darkness here.
Likewise.
Same goes for me.
Though I can assume that my people did send us to take care of this pyramid. It has been a blight of the Holderheck Mountains for some time.
Yes.
So do we remember our names, we remember our personal motivations, just not anything before last Tuesday?
Yep.
Right.
Is it just like recent memories?
Exactly, yeah.
So he definitely perked up at like
Treasure.
he's here for treasure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Keep in mind, it's still
This checks out.
extremely hot, which does, like he said, you're in a pyramid, so you could, and the desert, so that tracks, and it still smells like obnoxious ammonia, like it just reeks.
I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything to me, but it
There's
doesn't.
cats.
Right. Oh, this must be a temple of Bast, because we're in pyramids.
Yep.
I said, well, maybe we should leave this place and come back when we have our memories.
The entrance to the temple behind us, like we don't see any daylight.
So as you turn around and look towards the temple of the entrance to the temple, you see the signs of a big explosion and the remnants of two large stone doors that have caved in.
Okay.
So it looks like there was, you guys entered the temple, you opened the doors, triggered some sort of trap, it exploded, and now you're sort of that, at least that area is blocked by several large stones.
Only one way to go from here, it looks like.
And that, as you mentioned that, I pretty much go, screw that. Did you hear him? There's treasure here. And start walking off towards this door over here.
Yeah.
To peer through.
I say we probably want to stay together to accomplish our mission.
So, first off, the Copper Dragonborn says, yes, immense treasure. There are 4 other doors in this room. 3 of them look rotted away. The one in the southwest corner, from my perspective, is still a full door. But the other 3 look like they're rotted away, with these all lead to little rooms. And then there is a opening to a hallway that Scott has walked
I
towards.
don't want to go right down the hallway and skip over the doors.
Let's go ahead and say it. I didn't do a great job describing the door. There is also a large statue, like we referenced earlier. Now that you guys have a minute to catch your breath, you see it's large in size in terms of like D&D terms, right? It's probably about the size of a big horse, and it is taking up, or it looks like a creature you've never seen before. It has a turtle back with spikes, but a dinosaur-like maw, 2 crazy claws, and there is a placard beneath it.
In what tongue?
I'm gonna inspect the placard.
All right. As soon as you inspect the placard, everybody hears in your mind, in whatever your natural language is, like if you were an elf, it would be Elven, right? Here lies the tomb of Raylick, ruler of the wastes. You will find no treasure here. You will find no knowledge here. You will only find death. Turn back now and find yourself fortunate enough to live so that you can warn others to avoid this place. Go!
This is just in our heads.
Yep. It's just like everywhere loud.
What is the statue? You said it's some kind of like do we have what would be the, can we make it like an appropriate knowledge, whatever?
I'll take history, arcana, dungeoneering, any of those.
I'm rolling Arcana.
But it's
Arcana.
Do a history.
That's not going to cut it.
I got a 20.
all right.
20.
The one.
I had a 19 on a history. But my character is also not from this world. I don't know if that
Well, did you do your
contextualizes my
studying
background.
before you got here?
So, Steve, here's what I'll say about
I don't remember.
your perspective. This beast from where you're from, looks like it's some sort of mutated creature. Like they're like a natural creature, or several natural creatures were mixed to create this monstrosity.
So what
This
was,
the t-
what was the name he gave out? Because that sounds important.
So this is the tomb of the dry lich Rayolik.
Rayolik. Not Raylor.
Not Raylor.
Of dry lich
Rayolik.
Do you guys remember who Raylor was?
Rayolik.
He was from North by Northwest.
Right, so he was the lich in the campaign that I ran last. Was Raylor. Of course, you didn't get to know him that well because the one fight where he actually showed up, Shamanic's character destroyed him with a chain light firestorm spell right off the bat, turn 1. Well, twin chain firestorm because he cast it once and cast it once quickened, and it was like 900 fire damage in the first turn because he got a crazy initiative and he killed like 3 arcane spellcasters before any of them went. And then you guys
We
were like,
could probably
oh,
get
yeah.
that
And
right
then
now.
So, what's the NPC's name? The dragon.
So you didn't ask him yet, but you can ask him.
I honestly probably skip right over that and I say, there's a lich here?
The lich is dead. Been dead for a long time.
Also, very clearly stated that there was no treasure here, so.
The statue is meant to ward off grave robbers.
Yeah.
yeah, man, like
They are lying to us. The treasure here is immense. Rayolik had an entire empire.
Is it them who are the statue that's lying to us, or is it you?
oh,
Who are you, anyway?
beat his ass, Joel.
I hear something in the darkness.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Oh snap!
My name is Sukamalio Sundi. But people just call me Sunny for short.
Yeah, that's what's getting written down.
Funny.
Sonny.
I am a member of a druidic order that worships the desert.
All the things a druid could worship.
Rayolik blighted this place. The reason the Lich in Waste is how it is today is because of him. I am here to learn whatever I can and undo whatever evil to return the desert to its natural state.
It's a desert. What do you mean it's not? I mean, I know I'm not. My character's not here.
Draz steps forward and says, "If you're here to thwart out evil, you have my aid," and extends a clawed hand out.
He extends a clawed hand himself and shakes your hand.
How do you
Chillers,
make it desert?
I answered Steve's question because he got a 19 and we got distracted, but you got a 20. So,
On Arcana.
so you know exactly what this is. This is the legendary Tarask. Your study of the occult has told you that this statue is a horse-sized replica of the Tarask.
I reiterate that to the group.
Oh, man.
in character.
To which the rest of the group says, "What is the Tarask?"
Yeah, probably.
I explain it. Legendary monster that sleeps for how long is it usually?
1,000 years.
Tens of thousands or thousands of years. Comes alive to destroy and feed for weeks to months at a time, and then goes back into slumber.
Sunny says,
Like a grizzly bear.
Dude's got it figured out.
On a
now.
much larger level.
Sunny says the cult that Rayolik was a member of worshipped this beast. Some say they even created it.
You're just ripping off everything from my adventure.
Oh.
Tarask.
There was the worship of the Tarask.
You have the
guys
Tarask
hijacked
on
it.
lockdown?
Yeah, I got the
What is
Tarask on
the
lockdown. In the same fight with Raylor.
Steve, also,
Yeah.
Rayolik is who you guys, you guys were, that was part of your mission. Like, you remember from your briefing that name.
Ah.
So, you can't recall exactly what it was, but something with the timeline.
I am going to.
Okay. That's important.
Can you grab me a beer?
Yeah, they're. I'm
So-
gonna pour right out the keg.
Yeah, we need to investigate this.
Maybe you should just let me do it.
That's all right.
I've partially recovered my memories, and I believe the timing might be at risk if we do not investigate this too further.
I just look at A51M. It's like, what are you? I've never seen anything like you before.
Go chili.
Thank you.
Something
Sponsored by Tropes.
I'm sorry, I think your voice
Modulator.
is,
Got some sand in it.
Yeah. Is malfunctioning. I didn't understand what you said.
Also, we really want to hear you cough into that voice modulator.
system unit created for the
Still having trouble with
system.
I think we're having internet issues because
Hey,
I-
try without that
I-
for a
You
second.
keep breaking in and out, man.
Yeah, I asked if it's all right if I cast mending on you, on your voice box.
Do you consent?
Dude, I have
I'm just gonna
permission
turn
to get my hands on your
over
body.
for now. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip the voice. It's working.
Yeah, leave that
Oh,
to you.
man.
That cable.
Cool. It is cool, but
It is cool, but it's causing problems. So, I'm just gonna skip
Can
it.
you
I said,
repeat what you said?
yeah, I am a chronomatic assistant unit, being created in the forges of Numidium on the plane of Mechanus. My mission is to protect the timeline from incursions.
so that's a lot.
I just look really confused at like everybody else, and I'm like,
I'm very interested in like what makes you work and tick, and like who made you? Like who made you?
The inevitable of Mechanicus.
The one inevitable, one creature.
I
Oh
I
my
was built as a
God! My character steps out of the
particular
dark.
inevitable
Will you stop? This is interminable.
Chronaxis.
What?
So you see Walter,
I read
a
that.
green dragonborn, step out and interrupt your conversation.
He turns back into his natural form. He goes straight changeling. This is the most boring conversation. And I know I don't remember anything, but
I
this
disagree.
is the
This
most boring
is-
conversation I have ever heard in my entire life. You get
This is one of the
50
most
good
unique
years of
creatures
life,
I've ever
and you're
seen.
wasting a whole one of them right now talking to each other. Can we just go through a door? And with that, he turns to the door right next to him, the one that you said is good looking, and he starts opening it. Is it locked?
It is.
Well, then I
Say,
guess I better
we
do some
probably want to
sneaky
work
shit.
as a team. Who's this guy? Who brought this guy?
To the
Just came out of the wall.
to the mending conversation, Steve, you do like your gears and such do seem to be a little aged and covered with sand.
Okay.
So the mending would be helpful.
How do you open locks? in this
Okay.
game?
I'm happy to give you a mending and see what that does to your faceting.
What's that? How does that?
Whatever.
Such
Yeah.
it doesn't appear.
proficiency.
Okay.
You may proceed.
All right. I praise the Lord and I try and reflect on whatever makes you tick and
The lock of the door
and fix magic
messed
as I
up
can.
from the years of the aging in the desert.
All right. Well, the next option, we pop out the hinges.
What's your body made of?
You would,
I hadn't actually thought about that, but I'm gonna go with some sort of
give me another check.
probably steel,
Strength, dex, or you want.
We'll do
maybe a
that.
special alloy.
11.
All right, you're able to get the hinges off, and you can open the door.
Okay. While they're still blobbing, I'm just gonna pop the door off the hinges and just walk on through.
All right, this room.
And while I'm walking through, I'm gonna turn into a tiefling that looks a whole lot like this one.
Hey.
He just does that. He does the shit out of that.
Travis gives you a confused.
Furious.
Well, it's from behind. You can't even tell. I just
well,
walk through looking like you, and if I get in some crap on the other side, I run back through the door and look like somebody else. I got it all figured out. While you're over here, you're just gonna get those guys in too.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
All right, I'm not gonna draw anything, but that's the dimensions of the room.
Hope you got dark vision. The light's not going to Jeff.
It's true. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Do you have a torch or some sort of lighting device?
I'll light up a torch.
Cool. This room seems to be fairly well preserved, all things considered. There are a ton of tools in here.
Great. I'm gonna start
looks like
bagging them.
masonry tools.
I'm not looking.
You're not looking.
I just throw some of them in a bag.
Cool.
Anything that looks valuable,
Just tools.
the most valuable looking tools go in the bag first. Back out of the room next door.
Cool.
It's dumb. I'll do I'll do I guess like one quick search for, standard selects, things that would be obvious places to hide stuff.
Look at everybody's like, so we're just ignoring that guy.
By the time you guys finish your introductions, I'll have checked all these rooms. It will save you a bunch of time.
I've already been looking also, Walt.
All right, so for
So let's just everyone give me investigate checks that's looking in a room.
investigate.
Rolled well again. Jeez.
17.
Not good. 10.
There's nothing
Base.
in your you can find mason tools.
Okay.
Like that's a toolkit.
Okay, now we're basing
That's
this.
it.
Are
and
these
a bunch of other mundane like wood and stone.
Is this door?
The other
Locked
three
as
doors are
well?
open.
Okay. Well, I go in this one after lighting up light on the end of my staff.
Why am I bothering
Nice.
with a torch?
Uh,
Waste of fucking material.
who made checks and what'd you get?
17.
17.
In
10.
This southeast door.
13.
For you.
Okay.
That, from his perspective, would be the northwest.
I'm gonna say you guys
Oh,
split up into the different
my
rooms.
southeast looking
just
at
for
you.
so from my perspective, northwest room and southeast room have nothing. The southeast room is almost completely filled with rubble from the same explosion. So it looks like whatever explosion happened collapsed areas of
You're talking
this
the
temple.
Yeah.
Yep. The other room, Scott, with your check, you're able to find under the rubble. It looks like there is a skeleton of a man.
I
With
tried
some
to
help,
get-
you could probably lift up the stones and get to it.
I call out, say, "Hey, somebody get in here!"
Well, now I'm interested. My character is driven by perpetual boredom. If there's something in there, he goes in.
Cool. Do you help him
Follow
move
in
the
suit.
stones?
Yeah, it's a skeleton under stones. I'll move stones to see what's
Cool.
up with
You
the skeleton.
it's a decayed body. Looks very old, but it is wearing a diamond ring that looks like it has a very nice stone on it.
Okay. I grab at it.
Nice. There you go. You can pocket it.
Well, look at that. The Lich is dead.
Yeah.
Who also, hang on, the Tiefling and the Red Dragonborn are in this room now?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
guess.
came in.
Okay,
yes.
so I walk out of the room a dwarf,
Okay.
looking, well, I can't really see how he looks, but looking like I assume he looks underneath him. And I go back to that one door that nobody's checked yet. You said that one's all rubble, but nobody's been in here yet. Is there anything in that one? That one's just, you can just walk right through it. It's so rotted, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was
Impatiently stomps into the room.
Rubble.
Okay. Coming back out, looking like an Asimar.
Cool.
what was on the ring?
It's
Diamond.
just a diamond ring.
Diamond.
Big rock though.
Diamond.
And just straight into the hallway.
Okay.
Yep. Turns out the lich is dead.
Yeah, he's in there. Got the diamond ring and everything. You know he's the Lich.
I'm gonna do that a bunch of times.
Yeah, well, that's why we kept on trying to convince you to go the other way. What if you moved the dragon head?
No.
What if you moved the TV?
Nope. I refuse.
What if you had an experience so intense it moved you?
That'd be really cool.
It's a hallway.
I'm
Yep.
already bored with it.
So, if you look to the right, more giant collapsed rocks are blocking your way here. There's a large stone door in front of you with some brown smeared where the handle would be, and then there's another hallway that leads down here.
Well, let's try the
So
handle.
just to clear things up, who's actually like walked out of this room so far? 'Cause I haven't moved.
I have.
I have not.
I-
Since they've been searching all those rooms, I sat down and started doing a ritual casting of detect magic.
Okay.
So he's going to be here for an hour and a half. I'm not waiting for that.
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's going to feel like an hour and a half to my character.
I mean, by the time you guys are done searching these rooms, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure 10 minutes will have passed.
We did dig up a skeleton.
Tooch, you get detect magic. You're cool.
Oh, snap.
I concentrate on it for 10 minutes in the further endeavoring of the dungeon.
Sunny has some auras on him,
Okay?
like just minor magic item type stuff.
Yeah.
Like some bullshit is definitely.
Yep. Bullshit.
Bullshit aura?
Bullshit aura. It's enchantment school.
Probably radiant.
Oh my god. Sonny's the Lich.
You got
Worships his hand. Worships the sand.
Sonny's the Lich, man.
it? You guys figured it out.
I'm putting my money where it's down. My money is on Sonny's the Lich. Moving on. My character isn't the guy. I think that. What's up with the stone door?
It's a big stone door with some
Trying
brown
it.
smeared on the handle.
Bronze in the handle?
Brown.
Well, I'm definitely going to wipe that off.
Well, it's dry.
All right,
Is
fantastic.
it
I'm just
dried
gonna-
blood? I thought so.
So I look to the rest of the people in the room and I say, so why don't we let the fools go and trigger all the traps?
That is literally the rogue's job. What
What
are we
is
doing
it?
here?
I look to Sunny and I go, what is it that you intend to learn here? Why are we here?
Why the desert was corrupted.
We say
You have to
treasure
fix
and
the
then there's
desert.
no treasure.
There is treasure.
It doesn't
Sure,
make
this
any
is a fair-
sense.
Yeah, he's got the diamond ring on.
I say it makes absolutely no sense that I would be here for treasure. So there's something you're not telling us.
You're probably here to help destroy the evil in the Lichen Wastes. You're a worshiper of St. Cuthbert.
You are adventurers helping me on my quest to cleanse the temple. For you, it is treasure. For me, it is making sure that we cleanse whatever evil is in this place. The Holderheck dwarves feel that the undead that constantly invade their border may be coming from necromantic energy here.
I shoulder my maw and I say, "That's really all you had to tell me." And I say, "All right, I'll follow behind these fools. And we'll see what happens."
How's the door coming?
You can open the door.
I open the door.
Cool. As soon as you open the door, your nostrils get hit.
With what? More ammonia? It
These-
can't smell worse, Jason. You
It
can't keep
smell,
on playing the
it
same
can't
card.
smell worse, but it can smell different bad. Of just
A new bad.
of just death, and in the middle of the room is a giant pile of dead bodies that look just like mangled, falling apart, decaying, etc.
Dragon.
There's a whole
How far gone are they? Like how far decomposed?
Tooch, when you look, you see a faint magical aura under the pile of bodies.
Okay.
They look like they've been here for a while, but enough that there's still a couple fleshy bits.
Red
I
dragon.
will. I'll say we should look through these bodies, and I will find the whatever's magical when I am looking through.
Aren't you a cleric? Shouldn't you be like doing last rites over these carcasses?
Oh, that's a really good point.
Oh!
Yeah.
Playing his character for him.
Not dwarves.
First, he's a Tooch.
I do pray plus, to try and give these people peace.
Treasure scent.
But I do get magic.
Red dragon.
I come around the corner.
Dead bodies. You did all right with the last one. This is your thing, right?
Yeah, I go over and start running their pockets, basically.
Done.
Cool. There's not a lot of pockets,
It's
but
mostly
everyone
out of
make
the
an
way.
investigate check that's searching through the bodies.
I'm gonna actually be working the room while he does the bodies. Division of labor.
Draws
There's
is
the
just
body.
watching.
So like I'm doing walls and floors and ceilings and again slick spots.
For being greedy.
I got a 9.
I got
Like I can
24.
see.
Right? Should you just be able to smell treasure?
Yeah.
Tooch, you get advantage because you have the detect magic on.
Then I got a 9.
Okay, cool. What did you get, Steve?
24.
There it is.
All right.
That's the one.
Nice.
You find it looks like a metallic. It's probably about the size of a,
Do you
let's say, a
notebook papers
grapefruit.
on your shoulders?
And it is a circle with a
got
line
it
drawn
now.
in it that is halfway filled in, halfway empty. It looks like a couple different things, but Tucci, you see when A51 grabs this, that it is glowing a faint magical aura.
Okay.
Announcement. Found something.
I will go over to the robot and say, "You're right. That object is magical."
Thank you, creator.
Analyzing. I'm just inspecting it.
Yeah, that's it. What I described is what you see. That doesn't look like it does anything special.
I
Just
can
maybe if
figure
you
it out, given enough time.
What's that,
I could,
Tucci?
I could figure out what it is, given enough time. I could cast identify as a ritual.
I think Walter's character might have something to say about that.
I mean, my character's just gonna go check other rooms while you do that, man. He's not hanging around. He's so bored.
I also want to continue holding on to the detect magic for the full 10 minutes.
This whole place has just been nothing but empty rooms and dead bodies.
You don't need to rush through this thing. Like, what do
Literally,
you?
that is all he wants to do. What are the
The-
alternatives?
If you rush, you'll die.
Why?
Time is of the essence.
Is it?
We don't even know
I
that
agree with
either.
you.
Like, my time is of the essence. I don't know about the world's or anything like that.
He's a time lord.
The timeline may be in danger. Time is of the essence.
Wait,
Oh.
hang on.
My memories may be corrupted, but I remember that much.
I was not paying a whole lot of attention when the robot was talking about how he's from.
So you don't pay much attention to anything, do you?
I pay attention to the pockets and the doors and the things that matter.
Really?
Wait, I found the tools. Do you want tools?
Not particularly.
Okay, well you don't know when we're gonna need these. It's probably in here for later because they need them. Okay, when the robot said he's here from the future to protect the timeline, I got a little bit fuzzy on what. Protect the timeline from what?
Unclear.
Okay, so when you find the thing from which you're supposed to protect the timeline, you're just hoping that it's obvious?
I'm bored. I walk away.
Thank
believe
you! That was
There's only really,
now you
so
get
there's
it!
only really two ways to go. So this room presses against a hard stone wall.
Sure.
There's only two ways to go. One way with a bunch of big rocks and rubble. The other way with a door.
Alright, now I don't know about you guys.
I'm not about moving the rocks.
Yeah,
I'll put
Basically,
that object in my bag and proceed towards the door.
I would say door sounds like the best option.
Yeah, like maybe it'll go around.
All right. You open the door. There is a long, narrow hallway. I'm gonna probably have to erase everything. He looks badass.
Is that your character? Oh, you were just making a model, right?
Yeah.
Those aren't. He has no claws on his fingers.
Well, I can't find how you do
So I
that.
have like inverted colors of that.
Huh?
I'm gonna have like black
Really?
clothes with like a red cloak.
Nice. We match.
Yeah, you guys are gonna look like you coordinated.
Oh, where do you find? How do you change the hands?
I don't know.
You can do it.
You described it to us, and what you described does not match what you just showed us.
You can do a
and
lot
I'm
of cool
disappointed
stuff
in
if you like really get in there with the horse.
You need a bigger eraser.
I have one actually. I'm just being dumb.
Oh, I found it.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'll continue to describe what's happening as I talk.
Sure.
As I do this.
As we open the door.
Well, I'm a little upset because Joel's character is now impersonating my character, which is very backwards.
This is more mocking.
You haven't really impersonated anyone yet.
What?
You keep changing, but you're not mocking people.
How long have we all been friends?
Sunny says we are not friends.
All right, good.
We are. You are
I was about to be very disappointed.
an adventuring party that was hired by the dwarves of Holderheck to look into this situation.
When I have time and nobody's looking, I'm gonna look through my belongings to see if I have any paperwork from the dwarves of Boulderheck, because I feel like I might be the representative to the party, but I don't know that. But I don't want to say anything, you know.
Yeah. You find a letter in your. So you all have whatever gear you would have had with your starting characters, right? But you also have a letter to. With a seal, and it's the official seal of King Holderheck, of the dwarves, saying, hey, you guys are tasked to go to this temple, you guys get to keep all the treasure, like, you know, clear of all any evil, bring back whatever you learn.
Well, there it is.
So, long hallway, there's a little more sand on the ground now. It's like, it's pulling. It's not difficult terrain or anything, but it's like pulling on the sides of this. As soon as you open the door, Tooch, I'm going to say you still got your detect magic. There's torches on the wall. A faint red mystical light surrounds them when the door is open, and they all light up, and then the light dissipates. That triggers. It's magic. I mean, you don't need detect magic to probably know that, but it triggers your magical auras. Something. Some sort of necromantic energy lit these torches.
We got undead torches now?
There are 8 sarcophagi lining the wall. Knowledge, religion, anyone that wants to.
I'm sorry, what?
There are 8 sarcophagi.
No.
lining
What was the
wall.
check that you wanted us to make?
Knowledge, religion, if anyone wants to.
It's 5th edition, that's not a thing.
Religion is a thing.
Consider yourself grieved, Jason. And I don't know shit. Because I'm not playing that character.
Nice. What, anyone get a religion check?
I can make one.
Not a.
Cool.
That's not a
Symbols don't mean shit to you.
area of expertise. But I'll do it anyway.
Symbols? Okay, so we're just gonna make.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. My character's seen some shit out in the wild. He was raised by a witch.
Raised by some shit?
His parents are part of sacred orders. No, doesn't remember anything.
So he's just bragging about this as we're like walking.
No.
Like, yeah, my parents are part of a sacred order.
Cool.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch
Secret
of,
sacred orders. Don't tell anybody.
there's a bunch of symbols on the sarcophagi, but none of them mean anything to any of you guys. The whole way.
Hold on. Does the stone mean anything to me?
Oh, freaking.
Because I got a 7 on that. So, no. Sorry.
It's a stone already.
I feel like you could have rolled that before you interrupted us.
At the end of the long hallway, there's another door.
Proceed.
There's no magical orders coming from the sarcophagi, but I guess it would be blocked by the stone anyway.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that there's mummies in here, guys. What? Should we burn the mummies just in case?
You just
Why?
think mummies immediately.
They're in sarcophagi.
Maybe they're empty.
Like, isn't that what a pyramid is?
Do you want to open? Do you guys want to open these before we proceed?
Why would you disturb the dead?
Yeah, aren't you the cleric, man? I feel like we've had this conversation.
Yeah.
already.
Well, we're here to try and eliminate a bunch of necromantic energy. I know those lights lit up with necromantic energy.
Scott has your side. He thinks you should do it.
Yeah, I say, yeah, good point. There could be that treasure in here. And I start pushing towards one of the lids.
Who's your what's your marching order? Who's going in the hallway first?
I mean, I assume Captain Impatience himself is going to trip all the traps.
So you're first, Walter.
There
is that
it
what you're
is.
telling me? Great.
Proficiency and dexterity saves, so here we go.
Cool. So describe to me how you enter this room.
Impatiently.
So you just walk towards the other door?
Next door. I mean, I'm keeping my eyes open. I'm still a rogue. I'm not, I'm impatient, but I'm not an idiot. I do possess some virtues.
Are you specifically searching every 5 feet for
No.
traps? Great. You trigger a trap.
Thank you.
So, when you, who else would be towards the front of the party?
Definitely, Mr. I'm searching for magic items over here.
My character's pretty eager too, so maybe me.
Actually, say I'm more reluctant to go into rooms.
Scannerbot 5000 over
All right.
here.
So I'm definitely up near the front also because I am eager to get first eyes on whatever treasure we find.
Walt, I rolled 3 times. 2 were misses. 1's a hit. Walt, you're gonna get hit.
I want to say why me as a human being, but I know why, so continue.
So, as you walk impatiently across the room, out of the piles of sand I described earlier, pops up a spinning blade that spins around and slices you for 9 damage.
No!
Shit.
I'm at flat 0.
Just go
When
down.
the
Yeah, what does that mean
You go unconscious, I think.
in this bullshit game?
It means you're unconscious, right?
And dying.
All right, Walt.
Looking at you,
not-
Nick!
Not Walt, because Walt is now unconscious. So, Nick, based on your passive perception and your detect magic, you notice that when the blood from the blade lands on the sand, that same red magical light absorbs it.
That's how I power the torches.
And at that,
Fuck.
the sarcophagus is all open up.
Fuck.
That makes it easy.
Have fun, guys. I'll be unconscious.
Everyone roll initiative.
I mean, I'm gonna roll just for if I get woken back up.
You have to roll to make death saves in a minute, so.
10.
19.
How far into the room
Wait,
was
hang on,
Dunn
guys.
when he got
On 3, everybody say your initiative.
I'm sorry?
How far into the room was Nunn when he got hit by the trap?
In the middle, exact middle, basically.
Dead center. Emphasis on the dead.
Okay, let's start with Scott.
10.
Joel?
12.
Walt.
7 the fuck teen.
Here somewhere.
I'm gonna make no death saves before anybody has a chance to say
Well, 19. Sorry.
Steve?
16.
Tooch? 6?
Six.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure I got it All right.
This stone.
The order is Childers, Walt, Steve,
Demand a recount.
Joel, Scott, me, Nick. Outside of the sarcophagus come zombies. And Tooch, to your point, they are somewhat mummy-clad. But they are not mummies, because they would kill you.
Yeah, because one mummy would splatter us right now.
Zombies.
It's just so much fun to choose.
Go ahead, go for... So,
Yeah.
basically...
We have
Yeah. Where did I put those models up? Oh, here they are. Do you have the two from earlier?
Yep.
Better than gum.
Basically, wherever... Yeah, you got it.
Gonna be a constant lookout for Charlie Hobbit hieroglyphics.
The zombies look like Dark Elder.
Is that trap still going?
No, it stopped.
Okay.
Yeah. Once it was triggered. Cool. Childers, you're up first.
All right.
The battle cam.
You're surrounded by
Oh,
zombies.
sorry. Good call.
Yeah. Draws is going to spin around behind him
Hey, how many people are watching us right now?
and
No idea.
take a swing
Four.
overhand with his greatsword at the first zombie in front of him.
His summoned a greatsword.
Yeah. Oof. 11 to hit. Not good.
It's a zombie.
Yeah. That hits.
Well then.
In that case.
Alright, so. What's that one? So 10, 12 total damage.
Which one do you get?
In the corner behind me, the one that came out of the sarcophagus.
Cool. 12 total. All right. Still up.
Coming down with my fiendish greatsword.
That Walt, then Steve.
Death save.
Death save.
Just a d20?
Yep.
No modifiers, no nothing? 7.
That's a fail. Steve, then Joel.
All right. I'm gonna move up to the closest one. Charge my hand with lightning and try to shocking grasp it.
You giving him the shocker, Schmatic?
Yeah, but I rolled a 1. So. Okay.
He
Alright.
shocks me instead.
The A51 R2D2 style holds out his hand and electricity crackles between his fingers like a taser, burning the air. But he reaches out and the zombie, just by sheer luck, falls the wrong way at the right time, and you end up missing and hitting the sarcophagus. All right, Joel, then Scott.
Exclamation. Shit.
Take a big overhand swing at the one right next to me. Ooh. It's a 9. 9 to hit. I think that's
Hit, yep.
I think it still hits. Oh. Snake eyes. So 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, which one did you get?
The one that
Same one?
yeah, the same one Childers hit before.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So it's 2, 2.
Yep.
1, 2. Okay.
Scott, then me.
All right. So I am going to step here, even though there are 2. I'm going to open my mouth and let out a big flame breath on them.
So he wasn't eating the mild wings, I'll tell you that much.
Nice.
It is a dex
Who was
saving
eating the mild
throw.
wings?
How many do you get?
For Just 2.
He
Yeah, obviously a lot better off going over there, but
This is their good one.
dex,
Yeah. 8 and 12.
they both fail.
Cool.
Damn, Scotty. You're messing around.
6 and 1.
Fire damage.
Nice. The undead, their whatever remnants of clothing they had on in life, catch on fire, but because they're undead zombies, they just seem unfazed. But it's hurting them. They're just
Okay.
dumb.
They're cooking. It's just not really that significant to them.
Yeah. All right. I am up. So first, Sonny. Is Sonny in that group?
Yeah, he is right here.
Cool. He's going to get in between the two closest to me. You can do that, right? Because he can move through friendly squares. Yeah, that works. And he's going to attack one. He has, earlier, if you didn't realize what he was doing, he cast Shillelagh, which is still active. So, okay. He's going to hit one.
Shillelagh.
He hits.
Shillelagh.
Cool. Actually does a pretty
I'm
decent
gonna be
damage.
back in 2 minutes. Gotta eat that. Be right back.
Cool. And then the zombies will all go. So they're basically all going to just move to the closest brain that they have.
They're all well. Okay.
How many of them are
Even
going
if
to
they're
come
down?
after me?
No.
They like their meat live and wriggling.
What's their speed?
They are 20.
Slow.
I mean, I should have saved my breath weapon.
Is it once per day or is it?
They're all going to stack up. It's once per short rest.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I have other AoEs. I have
Wait,
burning hands.
you've got garlic ale?
All right.
I have burning hands too.
You guys can do a burning high
I'm going
five.
to start. Here, I'm
I should.
Eiffel Tower.
It should be bros.
We're a little,
Both
we're a little
come
crammed
from-
in there.
From gold background, we both
Yeah.
like black and red.
Yeah, except that one of you was like, I am here to fight any evil. And the other one's like, you said treasure?
Children's, what's your guys?
Yeah, but we're bros.
Draws Sparta.
What, as in, like, if somebody asks, we all have to say, are you? Were you? I mean, my character's going to do that anyway. That's not the point.
Spartacus.
I'm not here.
Spartacus.
All right. This one's going to try to hit Sunny. That's going to
Everyone's
hit.
verified as Spartacus. Yeah.
Cool. I gotta remember that. This one will hit. Is that you, Joel?
Me? Yep.
Is that your mini
Critical
for this
hit.
character, Joel?
What?
Did you? Who is that? That's
Oh,
that's blackmail, isn't it?
10.
Cool, I'm
You got-
down.
You got critted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Again.
Show me that party white, baby. No, it's like we're all going to wake up and half an hour later and so he's like, I beat the zombies.
3 on Scott. We're 4, 5, 4. You got really lucky there.
Damage or
4,
No,
5, 4 to
that's
hit. You hit 3 on you. This one's going to attack Childers.
Oh, gosh, I think I'm going to take a bad
14.
So.
I think that's a hit, man.
What are you wearing?
Well, it's 2 damage if it is.
Leather.
Leather is 11 plus dex.
I don't have that.
You don't have dex?
No.
So it's 11.
1 hit on Tooch.
Nobody's
Tooch, you
hitting
get
on
hit
Tooch.
for 7.
Are you sure? My AC is a 17.
You rolled an 18.
Oh, then yeah, you got me.
Yeah, that's how that works.
7, ouch.
Yeah, they roll kind of shitty, but the people they hit, they roll good on the damage. Cool. Oh, Childers, it would have been a 13. Does a 13 hit you?
he's wearing leather and no dex.
Yeah, 12's hit me.
All right, so then, yeah, it was 2.
Actually, 11's hit you.
11's?
Yeah, your armor class is 11.
All right.
Ouch, that's awful.
Might be on our way to a TPK here. This is
I
gonna be
just
great.
did that.
How much damage should I take, Jay?
2.
Oh, that's not so bad.
All right, that was
Must be nice.
all the zombies. Nick, you're up. And then we're back to the top with
Can you point to where I am on board? Please. Can you point to where I am?
You can't
I
see it?
am. It's a delay.
Probably a delay in the
Oh, it's a delay.
We gotta figure out how to get them.
Oh. Okay.
In person next time.
That's true.
Will I be next to more people if I 5 foot up diagonally? Can I do that? Then I'll get an attack of opportunity though. Never.
Like a bag of big lead chew.
Nah. Bag of cigars.
I don't know. I will utter a word of radiance and kindly ask Morden to smite these guys.
Would you kindly?
Yes. Everybody within any enemy within 5 feet of me, make a Constitution saving throw.
What's your DC?
13.
Right down the middle. 4 pass, 4 fail.
There are 8 of them.
Within 5 feet of me?
Oh, 5 feet.
Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry.
These two.
Yeah.
Reroll.
Okay, so 1 pass, 1 fail, right?
Yeah, that's when I re-rolled, and that's exactly
Okay.
what it was. They, surprisingly, they pass on a 10. So there you go.
So I guess the ones that pass take no damage, but the ones that fail take 4 radiant damage.
Okay. He's not. He's near the front. Yeah, cool.
Which one takes?
The one that already took damage is going to take the 4. I think that was the one in the top right.
This one took damage.
There's
Yeah.
another one up front that took damage too.
This guy. The ones in the corners.
Corner boys.
All right. Cool. Good stuff, Tooch. That one's looking like he's pretty hurt. The one in the top, the closest to, yep. All right. Next up is Childers.
This
All
guy.
right.
This guy right here.
Jaws is gonna try to put the
This guy
zombie
knows how to
down.
party, chillers.
That's right.
There we go, there we go.
22 to hit. All
You
right.
still aiming for this one?
Yep, same guy hit before.
Big money, no whammies.
Jaws
Big
is
money, no
trying to
whammies. No
put him
whammies. No
down.
whammies. Ah!
Boom.
Oh!
11. That's
Oh!
another 2, so 13 total.
SFDMF. All right.
You got the great weapon gang here.
He's dead.
He's been dead for like 1,000
What
years.
kind of
He's a
weapon do you
zombie.
use?
It was a fiendish greatsword that I summoned into existence.
Cool. The fiendish greatsword cleaves him in half. His old decaying guts spill all over the floor as he falls over.
Okay, as he dies, you see this like magical sort of like fiendish reddish energy come out of his lifeless corpse and seeps into my body.
That's probably not good for you. You shouldn't do that with these guys.
And I'm back
Oh,
at
shit.
full.
What's temporary?
This guy knows
Is
how
That
to
the
party.
Hexblade's curse?
It's like one of the. It's like a fiendish pact thing.
Walt-
I'm pretty sure.
No, well, that's
Right.
yeah, of course.
It's from Fiend Pack, yeah. It's called Dark One's
Uh,
Mercy.
For some reason, I was thinking you were a Hexblade because you summoned Blade.
Oh yeah.
Did you fail or pass?
No, I just took the blade pack
There's
thing.
one next, he's dead.
Act of Blade, right,
Bring
right.
these beads over here every time he passes.
Yeah, on a 1, it's 2 fails.
Tooch,
I've already.
you notice that Walter's corpse that's bleeding on the ground
Less blood is coming out now, so I'm probably doing fine.
is that red glowy stuff we talked about earlier is having
Yeah.
a field day.
Having a field day?
Yeah, it seems to really like the whole area around Walter's body, and it's starting to happen to Joel's body too. Is that same red like necromantic energy seems to be absorbing the blood as it pours out of his body.
And there's for some reason there's a whole lot of that.
Is that energy going into these zombies in any way?
It seems to be just going into the floor, like into the pyramid itself.
The lights are like.
Yeah, I will describe that when I have any moment too.
Yeah, cool. Steve, you're up.
Yes.
All right, am I still next to one?
Yes, I think so.
Use the robot voice.
3.
He's towards you, right?
Yeah, he's right here. So
You're
you've got
what-
3 of them next to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and shocking grab. It's the same one again.
Cool.
I rolled a 3 instead of a 1 that time, so an 8 probably misses.
An 8 does not miss. 'cause
Oh, wait,
there's
no.
zombies.
They're zombies, and 8 hits. Hey. All right, so damage. 8.
So I believe I can hit these 3, right? Without hitting.
7 lightning damage.
If I position it correctly.
Awesome. Which one did Joel? Give me a good idea of which one he would hit.
I think you targeted this one.
I don't think that guy's been hit yet.
Nah. I think that was the one you tried to miss before.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Cool. Thank you, Steve. All right, Joel and then Scott.
Machine making a death save.
Whammies. A 2 is better than a 1.
Pass or fail?
That's a fail.
So they're both like dying.
All right.
PK.
Man, these beads. I got a lot more beads than I thought I would this early on. Scott, then me.
B?
Yeah, I'll explain that in a minute.
People
I
are
have these
asking, what's the
beads.
link to our Discord?
I've been slowly
It's in the chat.
So people can watch.
every time someone fails a death save, I've been stacking them up.
Harper's_pub.
Wow.
You're up.
All right. So I believe I can hit these three and not you.
You mean not Walt?
Not Walt.
Not
So those
none?
three. If I position it like that way.
Maybe. I think with like the L shape here, you can be able to hit two of them. I don't know that you can hit all three without
Without
hitting him. Yeah, and without repositioning.
It would be. I know when it's like shooting this way, it's like 2, 2, then 3. So
I don't think you can get all three of them
it's not 2 and then okay. Yeah,
without hitting him. I don't think you can
without
get
an
all
attack
three.
of opportunity.
Yeah. Or without an attack opportunity. Yeah.
All right. Well then, I will just aim for those two.
Without hitting him.
I hold my hands out with thumbs touching and fingers spread, and a thin sheet of flame shoots forth from my outstretched fingertips onto these two.
Nice.
They must make dex saving throws.
That's a good one.
Nice.
11 is the highest.
They are fails.
Nice.
Here comes fire damage. Oh, that was not good, but 8 damage. 8 fire damage.
I mean, I think those are the two you hit before, so
Yes.
it stacks up.
What was your damage before? It was 11?
I thought it was 7 before,
Oh, 7 before?
and 8 this time.
Okay, I worked on 11, so must have got hit from something else too. Cool, still up.
Jesus. He's trying to TPK us.
Who is Sunny closest to?
And don't
You
forget,
or
this fight
Walter?
started with a trap that one-shotted me and tried to hit 2 other
He
people.
is actually equidistant.
Yeah.
Is he adjacent to either of you?
He can get adjacent to me, but he'll take an attack opportunity.
He does that. Okay. Guy rolling up. He's going to cure you.
Okay.
He's a druid.
Nice.
I could have given him a...
It's, what is it, plus wisdom?
Yep.
Yeah, you're full. It's
nice.
over 20.
Oh shit.
So, Sunny, seeing that Joel is on the ground and closer than Walter, does a barrel roll, avoids an attack of opportunity, picks up 2 big heaping piles of sand off the ground, and slams them into your wound. And the sand glows gold and turns into healing energy, which once again closes up your wounds.
Now, I'm not a doctor, but I want to say you're not actually supposed to do that.
Well, he is. Joel, you let out a big and come back from the brink of death. All right, that's his turn. Now the zombies are going to attack everybody.
You set your death saves or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Now his turn.
The zombies.
The horde.
Now everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
Plus 3. Cool.
This segment is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, this portion of our fight is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, he's going to attack Sunny.
Except not really. They aren't
Yes.
actually.
They're not actually a sponsor. This is satire. This
We
one's
have
going to
parody
attack
in the name of the
shoulders.
account, right?
Miss. These two. Who's that? Tooch?
That is Steve. That is
Steve?
Yeah.
A51 MOV. M0V.
I'll say this one moves up. This one. So you each get one. So A51's going to get one. 18. It's a hit. 3 damage to you, Steve. The one on whoever that is misses.
Do you even have a brain, man? Like, are they going to eat you?
Oh, that's
Flint.
Dwarf?
That's Flint. This is Sunny, and this is Asbot.
Question.
Okay, that's fine. That still works out. Scott, you got 3 on you. There's no real avoiding that, so sorry.
They can try.
16, 14, 20.
2 hits.
Do you have the shield spell?
Dude, I'm not about defense.
14 damage.
Same.
So you're down, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't really have a big
All right.
D here.
The horde overcomes the red dragon. 3 of them climb on top of him and start gnawing on his flesh, and he goes down under a pile of fleshy mass.
Wait till I get out, though. Yeah.
You guys are lucky to
Damn.
hold me back.
Yeah, he's still alive, but
We've killed
unconscious.
1, by the way.
So there are 2 down.
These 2 are low.
Yeah. This one's low. I think this one's low, and these two are low. But we've
Okay.
really only taken
Yeah,
that one.
they've taken,
Nick, you're up.
They've taken like
Walter
18
is
19 each.
being necromantically absorbed and on his last leg. Just an FYI.
Pretty sure I'm about to turn into Sam.
Yeah, pretty sure he's about to turn into a zombie. I say this room is turning the floor is turning us, sucking. I don't know.
The
I don't
floor is
know.
lava zombies. We got it. Zombie lava.
There's
floor is
necromantic
zombie.
energy coming out of the floor.
It's the vampire sand. Shit.
Sandpires.
What? Vampire sand?
Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
absorbing the blood.
It's drinking our blood.
Something's going
Well, your
on.
guys. I don't know.
Steve, with that shirt in the thumbnail view I have, it looks like your head is floating in space.
Yeah, I'm wearing like a dark.
Yeah.
Like a navy.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
All right, so
You
who's
could
up?
wear. You should wear green shirts. Hey, how far am I away from Walter?
You can get adjacent to him, but you'll take 2 tax opportunities.
Ooh.
I
Not
will-
worth it. Let me
I
die.
will-
One, I did hit one with a shot in the grasp. I don't know if it's relevant. I can't take it quickly enough, but that one can't take reactions.
How many am I next to right now?
3, 4,
I feel like I have to do another word of radiance.
but your allies dying.
He just met me.
Well,
Doesn't
he
remember
ran
who I am.
into a trap after I told him like
He
4
liked
times.
me.
Don't touch the head.
Fuck this guy.
But your best friend, the Red Dragon.
But I think he's also.
And yeah, there's also a red dragon down, but all these zombies are. Yeah, I'm gonna do a word of radiance.
I just went
All right.
down though. I'm good.
Save.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Yeah, this is one where they got.
How many you
50,
hitting this time?
4.
However many are within 5 feet of me,
4.
Yeah, he's got 4.
and I got maxed out.
3 fails, 1 pass.
Oh. Say
All right,
goodnight,
so
zombies.
six damage, 6 radiant damage to all the fails. The pass takes nothing.
As undead, are they by
Can you just
chance
point to the
additionally
floor?
subject to
1, 2, 3,
radiance?
4.
Okay, I feel like that one.
This one. Pass.
Yeah, I feel like the other two. The guy in the top right was damaged already. So
And this guy in the corner was damaged already.
that's the one I was referring to.
And this guy was damaged already.
Yeah, the guy in the corner goes down.
I'm yelling timber.
How much
No,
damage?
does
6?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
6.
6 radiant damage.
If that matters to the undead.
It does.
It matters that they
In a
can't
sense,
get back up
yeah.
from it.
What?
Zombies can get back up.
Yeah. Unless you
Weeble
crit
wobbles,
them
but
or
it
deal
doesn't fall
radiant
down.
damage. There's a chance.
I'm trying to think the other.
Like Necrons.
This guy's been hit
Yeah.
with a shocking grasp. I think that was it though.
Yes.
Didn't you only roll a 1 on that?
Cool. Okay, so several of them are very hurt, but still up. But they're all getting pretty close based on what you've seen so far.
A lot of fucking hit points.
They do.
Thick boys.
Is that your turn, Tooch?
Yeah, and I can't really move without taking an attack of opportunity, right?
Or like 3 of them.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Childers.
Okay. Who's that right there?
That is Rotom.
Your best friend.
Okay. If I burning hands this direction, is it gonna hurt him?
No, because it's a cone. You can do it high enough up that it won't hit him.
Okay.
So, but then why would it would miss the others then?
No, because he's flat on the ground.
Yeah, I got you.
See, if I would have known that, I could have hit the 3 that one time.
I don't think you could have hit that third one though. I don't
If
think
he's on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think your cone's gonna reach all 3 of these guys when they're in an L shape.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not.
I just showed you possible cone shapes, and
Yeah,
one
I
of them
thought-
was pretty much perfectly L shaped.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
You
that
can-
doesn't make any fucking sense though.
Why does it not make sense?
he has the templates.
Yeah, like that one in the upper left.
Yeah, like come on though, like that's fucking stupid. I don't know. I
I think
don't give a
that's-
shit what that says.
I think it
It's stupid.
depends on where it's originating from, though.
You
Yeah.
you choose a corner of your square as the point of origin of the cone, and then go from there. Here. Those are possible shapes overlaying a 15.
Which one was the L one?
It's like
Scott, which one are you talking about using? This
The,
motherfucker right
the
here?
upper left one.
Yeah,
the one that,
that's it's pretty much shaped like an L.
And was he in the point of origin where that would have worked?
Well, it doesn't because he can, anyone this square at the center of these 3 cones, right? the user can choose any of those corners as the point of force.
See,
Is that
okay,
like in the
okay. We're
PhD
gonna
anywhere?
nitpick that, but then like we're gonna be like, oh, but you can aim it up enough so that's not gonna hit somebody.
I don't
feel
think
like
you can
we're
aim it
really
up that
getting,
you can't.
like-
get
It exists in
someone.
three-dimensional
That
space.
might not be true.
That's
Okay,
not how
so
it
if there
works.
were a monster above him, he couldn't target with a cone.
You're getting like.
So,
He
but
can't
if this-
shoot
if
through
this
Scott's
guy wasn't
square
here-
and not hit Scott.
If that guy wasn't there, then couldn't I do it?
Yeah,
That-
if
If
Walter
he wasn't there.
None wasn't there. Yes.
Dude,
according
none's
that,
about to not be there. Fucking
Um,
go for it, man.
None, you have a better chance of getting back up and rolling 20, man. You might be in it still.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jeopardize.
Scott is resistant to
people.
fire, but I don't think in this situation that really
no,
matters.
it's still it's just damage.
Yeah.
I think you automatically fail. Dex saves.
So I'll bring my great sword down onto the zombie to my left here.
I think that's the only one that's been unhurt so far.
Jason, I'm gonna be honest. I do not have a backup
Still a
prelude
hit.
character.
Okay,
Well, you
figure
get
it
to pick the
out.
alignments, neutral, evil.
We sure do. That's the plan.
What are the other
6 damage, Jay.
Neutral
There
good.
you
Neutral good.
Not actually, I don't know.
I think they've all been hurt at some point now. That was the only one that was not hurt yet. Well,
Oh, you want me to die?
Why don't we all look a different direction while it rolls?
20, 20.
Come on.
18, actually. I'm not dead.
pass.
Hey.
So you're hanging in there for another round, man. Got it.
Steve.
Who cares? It's my prelude character.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Am I still next to one?
We're still aiming for success.
Yes.
Is this
Shocking grass.
Cowboy.
This is,
Oh, okay.
Shot the
15.
blast on that ass.
Hit.
6 lightning. Zap.
All right. I'm going to say that one is dead, but it's going to do its thing that it does.
Try to get back up.
Yep.
Is that a reaction? Because if it is, it can't.
It's not a reaction.
Damn.
It gets back up.
I don't think it's a reaction. Damn it.
That's really annoying.
So
it's at 1 hit point though. so
Yeah,
we're
now you
good.
know what it's like to
Yeah.
play against the Necrons.
Your metal appendage electrifies the creature and it falls over. And for a second, you think maybe its muscles are just twitching, but it gets back up. But it's like literally on its last leg.
It wasn't it already on. It's a zombie.
Nope.
Like they
is
start. They
now,
start
though.
on their. They're like after their last
No,
legs.
it
These are
was only
bonus
2
legs.
legs before.
Zombies are using
Who's next?
borrowed legs.
Joel.
That's
Me. All right. I grab my maul off the ground and pick myself up, and I give a nod to Sonny as I step forward up into this gap, and I take a swing at the same one that draws here with sword.
you're gonna wump on him, Joe. Is that what you're gonna do?
19,
Successfully
Boom.
wump.
Hit.
24, but 10 damage.
Nice.
Wow, it's good. Still up, but it hurts a lot.
Oh
No,
my
he's-
god.
Scott then me.
All right. Death save number 1. I fail.
Welcome to the club.
My necromancy.
The floor is now aglow, positively aglow with energy.
It'll be really fun to wipe everyone right here.
This is the happiest temple.
Tell you this,
Dude, we got this. We got this.
this preload is going to be really quick if you all die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just
Yeah.
jump into the main campaign next week. All right.
And then you, as
This
the
guy
DM,
on-
can brag about wiping the party.
Critical hit on Tooch.
I killed all those stupid players.
What?
They were ready for my dungeon.
7 damage, Tooch.
I go down.
On Steve, critical hit.
No, wait. Ah, shit. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, fuck. I
12
was gonna
damage,
shield.
Steve. 12 damage, Steve.
12 damage?
Yeah.
I'm down.
I tell you, like Jason's character, Jason's
Don't worry,
NPC
we got a
character, is
level
just gonna
20 druid with us.
yeah, he's gonna fight the monsters for us, and then wow, that was close.
I'm gonna have to pull something out of my ass. Who else is still here?
Me.
We're still here.
Who's
Dude,
got their backup character ready? It's time to show up and show out, boys.
Technically, I can't move through unconscious squares, right? They're
What?
still enemies.
I
That's
don't know.
preposterous.
I don't know. That's. I feel
We'll
like it's a gray
we'll
area.
just make it happen. Just
I feel like you can climb over top of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can move me over here, and then all of them can line up in a perfect 15-foot cone.
All right. Joel's gonna take 1. Childers is gonna take 2. You know what? I'll give 1 to Sonny. Spread the love.
Red run out. is Jason?
And then we'll roll 3 more 20s, which will be really funny. 19, there we go. Sunny takes 4. 20 on shoulders. 6 damage.
Freak 6.
8 on Scott, miss.
You mean me?
Or you miss. 3 20s this round, guys. Come on, I can't. What am I supposed to do
Sunny
about
has
that?
to go, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we will be doing the pull something out of my ass version of this and see what druid spells can heal the crap out of
He
people.
just raises his holy symbol.
Mass healing word. Does he have healing word mass? It's only a 5th level.
Yeah,
spell,
raise
right?
dead.
That
Because he's about to need it.
that's a resurrection spell. Hopefully we don't. Well, one of you is probably gonna get there, but
I'm on my way.
Yeah. I can't wait till he reincarnates me. Druids can do that, right?
They used to be able to do that. I don't know
I
if
don't
they
think
can.
druids get revivify. So.
he 100% has reincarnated.
I'm no longer a dragon
spell list.
Were you really tied up with that? You got burning hands. You don't need breath weapons.
Nah, I don't anymore.
He needs to like shove sand in our wounds.
Yeah, which, by the way, not sanitary, despite the cognate of the name. Did you want to put one up there?
Excuse you.
Cool.
AT quote, not bad.
Who can he get to that's unconscious?
Well, I think since there's people here, like, technically he's sharing. Flint's sharing a square with a zombie, and
Who's the closest?
Flint is right next to him, sharing a
Okay.
square with a zombie.
He's gonna heal Flint.
Yeah.
Her wounds.
I guess I'll just die then.
He
Dude,
rolled-
you're safer unconscious, man.
I mean,
I mean, he has 2 death saves.
He rolled.
Yeah, I failed two
He
deaths.
used a 3rd level
already.
spell slot and rolled 3 1s. I just want to. This game hates you guys and wants you to die.
Maybe it hates Prelude Adventures. You don't know.
But that's still 8, Tooch.
Do you guys remember when I
Okay.
first told you about the dream that I had of us playing a Prelude group? Where you guys were all in a
He
haunted
uses
house?
he casts with a bonus action Healing Spirit on Walter's square. At the beginning of Walter's turn, it is going to heal him, but it doesn't do it right now.
hey,
What is it?
Well.
That's how it works.
So you can't technically cast 2 up-leveled spells.
Oh, because it's a. You have
Yeah,
to-
no, it's not cantrip. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, then he doesn't do that.
You can't cast a bonus action spell and a leveled and
I gotcha.
anything but a cantrip at the same time.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Walt.
Walt's just gonna die then.
How many times do I have to salute?
Well, if that's the case, then Tooch, he's going to Healing Spirit on your square, and you're going to get that 8 at the start of your turn. Because Healing Spirit's the smarter move.
Why is that?
Because that's like
Why? Why is that smart?
Because he can move it around as a bonus action and it stays. It's like a.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way better. Is it the same heal?
The intangible spirit appears in a space as a 5-foot cube you can see within range.
Yeah.
Any chance
Yeah.
the zombies
So
will
it
try
can,
to eat
it's like it's like a 10 by 10 square.
Okay, cool.
Or no, 5-foot cube. Never mind. No, that's right.
Okay.
But I thought it had a radius. Obviously, I guess not.
Yeah.
Just tell me how much I get when I get it.
You get it's the same thing. You get the 8, but it's going to be at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
So
And then he still has his action.
That's better. That's just better.
it is just better. So he's going to whack on whoever is next to him. Any zombies.
We got some viewers watching in Brooklyn right now.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Any zombies next to him?
Where is Jazz right now,
There's two,
Shannon?
'cause
Is she in Brooklyn?
technically he just summoned the healing spirit in the square of.
Cool.
She's in
This
LA.
He
Coast to coast.
he just he downs one.
Okay, we'll say. It's
Well,
this
it's a
one.
shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. What's up, guys?
It fails. It's get back.
I had my first chopped cheese last night. It was really good.
Please tell me that's not a euphemism.
Cool. That's my turn. Nick's up, then Childers.
So Nick gets
I'm up. So
So
at
you
the
get
beginning of
8
my
hit points.
turn, I get 8 hit points. I'm lying on the ground.
And the reason he picked you is obviously because you can heal other people. But you are lying on the ground. How many people
How many
Nick
zombies are around me?
There's one adjacent, which is Steve, and then Nun's been hanging out here dying, and
That's what I do,
those are-
baby.
Those are the two closest, because Rostat Draka's or not Rostat.
So he would have to move to get to none.
Is over here. You would have to move to get to.
And
none.
I don't have any healing spells left. I could do spare the dying, but that would just stabilize him, which would save him, but like the likelihood of us all being killed versus him making that save.
Yeah, it might make more sense.
Plus we're in this shit because he fucking ran into the room too fast.
Okay.
So you're up. What are you doing? You wake up. You're on the ground. You're healed. There's a floating healing spirit above you.
Which is amazing.
It looks like
Shove the spirit.
it looks like a goblin, but like a very nice goblin with big feet.
I probably hate that actually because I'm poor.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's just giving you a big smile and like offering you a hand to help you up.
Oh well, I take it. I guess. Yeah. Thank you, Goblin.
What they say
But
about
I
goblins
will.
with big feet, right? Good healers.
Yep.
Get it?
I should probably
Healers?
just do another word of radiance, right?
No.
Probably because if it knocks them down, they stay down, and
Give me some
they're all
red
about
foot
dead.
shots.
They're
Red foot,
pretty
red
much
foot.
dead.
There it is.
And it hits most of them.
How many word of radiance is now, Joel?
Which one is he?
Yeah, it's okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
They fall off.
It's like breaking, like the leg.
Yeah, it's okay.
Breaking.
We'll fix it later.
Your witch here.
Do it.
I should
Con
probably
save.
Dark elves. Your Eldar.
But they only take 2 damage if they fail.
One passes, the other 2 fail.
2 radiant damage.
That still kills. That still kills one.
That's the one that Steve's been hitting. So.
Cool. There are 4 left.
The tide's turning.
Are there 4
Woo!
left?
Yeah, there's 4 left.
Okay. 2 have been pretty beat up. 2 have been sort of beat up. Just for the record.
Roger that.
That was Nick's turn. Nick, you do anything else?
I can't really. They're all next to me. I can't
Alright,
move.
Just asking. Final answer. Speak spoken. Childers is up next.
Which one is damaged more out of
Are
these
you
two?
unconscious?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm at 4.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you got.
He had
Nah.
temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he had the
Which one of
sword.
these is more damaged?
I think the one that we were both wearing.
This guy.
Just say I'm attacking the more damaged one.
like
Jason will
20
keep track of it.
Oof, I don't think that was good enough to cut it.
Character knows.
Swoosh rolled a 6 total. It's a whiff.
It's not gonna do it. That's whiffy. That's whiffy.
Walt.
All right, everybody.
It's stupid.
If there's anything you want to say to none, now's the time.
Dude, you got this.
No, he's dead.
Wow.
What?
When Walter's the corpse of the changeling who was being a dick earlier.
He wasn't being that much of a dick.
You see
Being a medium dick.
for anyone that's conscious.
Also, he just died. Show some goddamn respect.
I refuse. For anyone that's conscious, the red energy that we described before envelops his body.
No corpse.
No, there's a corpse, but it looks immediately like it's rapidly
Emaciated?
decayed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Desiccated.
Yeah, desiccated was the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Damn.
Steve then Joel.
Shit.
Oh my god! Is he gonna be okay?
Man. All right, I gotta make my death save.
That's so
Pass.
The good news is
Fast one.
your character's
Cool.
made out of
Pass.
chewing gum and
Alright.
aluminum foil, so the floor's
I'm
not
up.
leaving
Yep.
you alone.
Wailing on the one in front of me. What am I doing? I don't want to reach for that die.
Yeah. The die
15
That's it for me.
Gotcha, Steve. Hits.
13 damage.
Bash
Sorry,
that
that's way
zombie's
higher.
brains
It's
in.
11 damage, not 13.
Down.
13 is not way
Well, I have
higher
to make
than
the
that.
thing, but
Did you down it?
down.
Fuck yeah.
Doesn't he have to
Oh.
test to see whether or not it comes back
He
up?
did. He did.
Cool.
Yeah, the one that had 1 hit point's down.
Just
That's the
smash
one
that zombie in
just killed
half.
that with the-
So there's one that's been pretty beat up, 2 that have been kind of beat up.
Smash that zombie like it was named Becky.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
one
I'm gonna
that's
step up into the gap here.
cool.
Oh, now that I'm dead, he's stepping up.
You know, well, I think you were here, so I couldn't even heal you.
Got it, yeah.
Death save. Oh, wrong die.
Doesn't matter. It's a 50-50 chance. You can do it on any die.
It
It does
'cause
matter.
he rolls a
If you
1
roll
and
1 or
something
20,
happens.
Oh, okay.
Death save. Pass.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
See
right.
how easy that is, none?
Scott is
Everybody's
the only-
best
Scott
friend.
is the only- no, Steve and Scott are unconscious right now.
you know how many attacks my character made?
Who's left up? Just you and me
None,
and Tooch?
Jason. None.
And Sonny?
As a bonus action, Sonny moves the healing spirit to Scott's face.
Boom.
Really? He's not going to send it over my way? He's not not trying? not
He's not
going
gonna
for
send it over to Steve. He's right here.
one last desperate attempt?
No,
Right next
Scott,
to Tooch?
Scott.
Not
is
not as just
powerhouse.
not as just taking. Let's do that.
You will get 7.
And a dragon.
You will get
Everybody's
7
best
at the
friend.
beginning of your next turn.
Nice.
And then he's going to whack on one of the 2 that's left that's been sort of hurt. He gets.
What weapon does Sonny have?
He has a staff which he has shillelagh.
Ah.
Feels kind of weak damage, TBH.
For, for those of you watching at home who don't know, a shillelagh.
That was then the zombies. Come on, more 20s. Let's go.
Oh God.
Alright, I guess I gotta start working on my next character. Give me
So
the PS3.
what Scott sort of inadvertently hinted at exactly what we're gonna do. He's gonna reincarnate you as one of the remaining alignment choices, and you will make a new Paragon character for that alignment.
Why would my alignment change if I got reincarnated?
Because it's just a fun thing we're doing.
That's not how that spell works.
We'll talk about more on our break. That's just so you know. There's a couple options left. Figure
What
out-
level is this asshole?
He's a powerful druid.
What are you with
He's been hitting with the shillelagh.
That's the reason that he remembered and all of us forgot, because he's just like,
Faster save.
All right, these 2 are both hits. So
On who?
who's that?
That's me.
Fuck.
5,
I'm down.
3 on Joel.
Does my weapon disappear?
Probably.
I think it
so,
does.
I don't
I was
know
just
enough
reading
about
that shit. Hang on,
Yeah, I
let me go
think
check
it
out.
does.
Then shoulders.
Concentration or what it is.
"That me?
Yep, Nick, you're up.
Does it make sense for me to do anything other than Word of Radiant?"
Yeah.
How many times can you do that?
Many
It's a
times
cantrip.
you want
And
to
it-
walk.
Oh, it's a
Infinite.
cantrip? Oh, okay.
What word are you?
It's just an action. Oh.
I don't know, man. Seems to be working for you.
What?
It's kind of hard for me to see the board, but yeah, as long as I'm around zombies, yeah.
Couldn't pick it at first.
Can Tooch
Wait, no,
get
it's
to an
Factor
optimal
is the
word
third
of radiant
level, man.
spot to hit 2 of the 3
Wait,
left?
what?
What's that?
Where
You
can we
pick
move
your-
Nick?
You can pick your nose.
Oh,
you
you're
can
right.
break
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
for
right.
optimal.
Shoot.
Target.
He was
Right
right
where he is. Right where he
Yeah,
is.
He's hit 2.
Considering how this is going,
right there.
don't apologize.
Is he hit 3? Or 2?
No, two.
2? You can hit 2 out of 3 where you're at, Nick.
Yeah. Word of Radiance. Con
Alright.
save, DC 13.
Fail. Pass.
3 damage.
Cool. How many are left?
3.
They're pretty weak though, right?
Yeah.
One's real weak.
I think I erased. Yeah, my notes are very messy. Childers.
I have to make a death save. Big 20. Big 20.
13. Still a pass. Still a pass, baby.
Walt is dead. Steve.
Yeah. I was like, what do you want me to do now? Get up and start biting people?
Yeah. He's a zombie.
Yeah. Does he not turn into a zombie?
Son of a
Just,
bitch.
guys, stop spoiling everything. Just keep going your turns, all right? Steve's up.
That's safe.
Experience.
That's a fail.
Sometimes the DM's the
Is
worst.
that your second fail? First fail? Okay.
This is old trash.
When Steve fails, the red necromantic thing does not happen. Wow.
Like I said, because he's made out of aluminum foil and chewing gum.
Use a construct.
Wait,
Joel.
Jason,
What's up?
why are you moving those counters?
Joel and Scott.
Which one looks more beat up between these 2?
I think this
That
one.
one's really hurt.
Okay, so I swing at that one then. Okay, 17. Oh, nice. 12 damage.
He fails his zombie thing and he dies.
Nice.
At least they haven't been coming back a lot.
Scott, you heal.
Heal 7 damage.
Yep.
Big money,
Puts me
Scotty.
at 7. What kind of action does it stand?
Half
It's
of your
half
movement.
All right, and then this
I
is
remember
a
that.
witch right there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I
Wake up and summon a bolt of fire and throw it into the one right in front of me. 22 to hit.
Hit.
9 fire damage.
It's going down.
I'm yelling timber.
He rolls 6 on the zombie thing, so he dies. I think there's one.
There is.
He was still somewhat healthy.
Well, it's relative term.
And he's up. Who's the? Well, I'll have Sonny
Well,
go
say
first.
Sonny goes first, right?
Sonny
yeah,
uses
has
his
higher
bow to
dexterity.
move. Who's down right now? Childers and Steve.
Yes.
And Walter.
Yeah.
Why isn't the spirit working on me?
No offense to you, Steve, but A, he views you as being less offensively potent, and B, he's not even sure if a healing spirit would work on you because you're made of metal. So he moves the spirit to Childers.
Fair.
You're gonna get 8 at the beginning of your turn, Childers.
Okay.
And then he's gonna shillelagh the remaining zombie. He rolls a 2 and misses, but you can move him up to be next to it.
He's already.
Oh, cool. Then the zombie's up. Who's not Sonny that's next to the zombie?
Flynn.
Flynn, you're getting hit. Oh, we got a 1, guys. We got a 1.
Oh, finally.
Finally, the dice are in your favor. That's it. Nick, your turn. There's 1 zombie left. He's in front of you. He's barely bloodied.
What are the remaining alignments?
There's only one zombie left.
Neutral evil.
Yep.
Then I will hit him with a hammer.
Okay.
What, is that stupid?
No, go for
Hit
it.
him with the fucking hammer.
There's
I had to
Well, roll 19. I'm pretty sure that hits.
hit.
There's 6 of us, so that means there's 3 left.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
8 damage.
Neutral good, neutral evil, and chaotic.
All right,
neutral.
he's not dead, but he's looking beat up.
The fuck is chaotic neutral?
And I guess move to be next to the robot.
Just be the same character again.
No,
with one
I stay next to the zombie. I stay next to the zombie.
Okay. Childers, you heal 8. You're up.
Heck yeah.
I didn't play in that one. Thanks.
Who's left?
1 zombie.
One is one boy.
He is way over here. The witch.
Can you stand me up?
Is this you?
This one.
I have to get a better model for myself, so it'll be easy to recognize everyone. Although that is a good model for you.
I literally tried to get you in yesterday. The store was closed. I was downtown, but I was like, I'll swing and get people models.
I'll do it this week. They gotta have them.
That's just gonna hit a warlock again.
I got 2 weeks to get
Childers?
them right.
1 second. I'm sorry.
No, you're cool.
Checking your bullshit here.
Yeah.
I'm
Warlock.
gonna let the rest of this white thing go. Didn't settle too well.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
That's because it has 2 cups
or
of
a
cream.
simple
in it.
weapon, component pouch,
Yeah.
or arcane focus,
2 cups of
scholar's
cream
pack,
roll.
or dungeoneer's
We'll
pack,
take the job.
leather armor, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers.
Walter is going to be
Simple
reincarnated
weapon
as
with
his character's
sorry. I
low-
just gotta pick out
lowest
something
dozen.
that's not a great sword.
Well, you just what?
I need a simple weapon
What is
that's
it?
not a
None.
great sword.
None meets some.
Occasional.
And none told him all about us, so I feel like
I feel like I already know you.
Just get that awkward getting into their face.
Almost there. Here we go.
Slample.
Shoulders, you know what to do.
That's right.
Whose cell phone was on the floor?
This one. Cool. I'm gonna come in and attack the last zombie with an axe, a hand axe that I
Axe
pull from my
zombie?
belt.
Wait, Childers. Hang on.
Yeah.
Before you do it, you
Yeah.
gotta say the line. Tell me you want to ask him something.
Can I ask you something? So, 17 to hit.
Hit.
And we're looking at. So, we got 4 total damage.
Oh shit.
As I cleave the
You have
zombie
blowguns?
in its face.
Why are
with
we
a
not all
hand
using
axe.
blowguns?
He fails his thing. He rolled 2. Not lying.
Boom!
He's dead.
Nice.
So you come up with the axe. He was already, his neck was like half off, half on, and you just come up and
His head off.
swing through the wound and knock the rest of the neck off. He falls over.
Hell yeah.
But we're not done combat yet.
That same fiendish sort of like glowing energy seeps back into my body, and some of my wounds heal back up.
Nice. Because next up is Walt's turn, and to Tucci's spoiler from earlier, I rolled a dice to see how many rounds until Walt rises as a zombie.
Oh!
Which is now.
Hello!
So you see, as you
You
guys
got
are
back up.
celebrating-
You didn't need me to heal him.
Wait,
As-
wait. Is it
Describe
no
what
longer
happens.
true in 5th edition that once somebody's been risen as an undead, half of the resurrection spells stop working on them?
I don't.
You're not even gonna
I'm
be able to reincarnate my ass,
I'm gonna
man.
describe what's gonna happen.
All right, man.
As Childers hacks off the head
not
of
even
the
dry
last
anymore.
zombie, and there's a moment of
Oh, none's okay.
revelry. You guys see behind you that
you
same
doing, guys?
necromantic energy rush back from the floor into him, into Nun, and Nun gets back up like Resident Evil Hard Home style. And this is
What
like
are you
slumped
doing, Step
over
Adventurer?
with the big slashes from the trap in his torso, and just starts looking at you. And who's the closest person?
Childers.
That would be me.
Oz.
Childers, he's gonna attack you. Does a
No.
14 hit?
Oh yeah.
7 damage.
Ooh, ouch.
Cut for those temporary hit points.
Are they slamming? What are they doing?
They're slamming.
And as he hits you, he turns into you.
Son of a bitch.
And Steve is up next.
The healing spirit moved to him yet?
I think it moved to Childers last turn, and then
We don't hear you, Steve. Yeah,
You're
kind
very
of.
distorted.
You sound like a robot.
Which would be great if we could understand you.
But we can't.
Like Bumblebee.
Sorry, I didn't mean to turn that on. Okay. I failed my second death save.
all right. Joel.
With pleasure, I step over next to where one.
Oh, what
Actually,
the
I'm gonna
fuck?
flank. And I'm gonna swing.
While yelling, zombie!
And what do we do for flanking rules?
Yeah.
Are we doing advantage or like something different?
So I don't think we should do advantage.
Okay.
We've been doing +2, right?
Yeah, that's.
We've been doing.
Put that on the. Someone put that on a post-it. Figure out what
Plus-
we're gonna do for flanking.
Well, what do you want me to do for now?
+2.
Okay.
I like it +2.
All right. Well, I mean, it's 13.
I don't think flanking exists, man.
It's an optional.
It's an optional roll.
You're an optional rule.
8 damage.
Okay, he's fresh, so
Yeah.
still very much.
Again, very wrong choice of words.
Scott.
Seeing as Walter is now a zombie, I throw a firebolt into him.
Damn. Like, absolutely no hesitation.
None.
None.
I feel like I just met you.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
Hit.
And 10 damage.
Nice.
10 fire damage.
10 fire damage.
Sonny's gonna move the healing spirit to Steve. At the start of your turn, Steve.
Not on none?
Been rolling really well.
No?
It can't heal undead.
Well then,
Steve,
Nothing
do
to
you,
worry about,
do you get normal healing?
No. So I am a construct, so I don't benefit from magical healing. But as a living construct, there's a small list of healing spells I benefit from. Healing Spirit's not on there.
Okay. Well, he
Does
uses-
Med do anything?
Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Mass Cure Wounds, Mass Healing Word, and Spare the Dying.
Are there any abilities that will heal you? Like lay on
Lay on
hands?
I think does Mending healing,
I'll say it does. Yeah.
maybe?
Mending, it does it fixing something. It doesn't have any
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say
healing.
mending.
Then, yeah.
I'm gonna DM's ruling mending heals you a hit point.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
two,
that's
you feel
reasonable.
2 death
Nice,
saves.
yeah.
I mean, you have 2 of the
So-
spells on the list, but
Mending also takes like a minute or more to cast.
Does it
okay,
really?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Tuch also.
Oh, you're right. It does take a minute.
1 minute.
Tuch also spare the dying, which was on the list.
Spare the
Yeah,
Dying.
it's kind of dying.
Regardless, Sonny still does that because he has no fucking idea.
Yeah.
What the fuck would a druid
It just,
know, right?
it just doesn't work. And he's gonna step up and shillelagh the Walt zombie as well. He rolls a 3 though, so he misses. Actually, no, he still hits. It's 8. Oh, okay. Okay, he actually takes Walt down, and Walt fails his get back up save. Walt, actually, I'll let you roll that if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Give me a d20 roll.
Maybe we could convince him just to
14.
join our party. And now it's zombie Walt.
Hey, just keep him on a fucking chain.
Yeah.
Nope, the DC was 12. You win. Walt gets back
Just
up at
chain
1.
him up, have him go to the room, like put him on a man
Nick,
catcher,
you're
run
up.
him over traps. He just gets back up again.
What? I'm
Nick, you're
up.
Walt's back up at 1.
Zombie
Steve's
0.
still down.
Zombie
Steve
none.
is still down, failed 2 death saves.
How many zombies are there in the room?
Am I next to Walt?
No.
No,
Then I will move to Steve and do a spare the dying.
you're next to Steve already.
Oh, then I will do a spare the dying.
I will say that your knowledge of the Forge and all that stuff allows you to figure out somehow that if you put the red wire back together and not the blue wire, things are going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trying to save my metal friend.
Nice.
magically.
Thank you.
Cool. Childers.
Okay.
Just Walt.
Just Walt Zombie.
With 1 hit point.
Okay. Draws is gonna swing at the nun zombie with his hand axe for a 13.
Hit.
And that's 4 damage.
Give me a d20 roll, Walt.
These ones are gonna keep on passing, right?
Oh my god.
Hey!
You cut off his leg, but he's prone but moving around with his arms.
So if he's prone, does that mean I have advantage?
Sure does.
Sure does.
He is up. He is going to attack the closest person to him.
There's 3 of us.
He's going to attack you.
Okay.
We're talking.
His last remnants of his brain that's flickering in his skull make him remember that he fucking hates you.
Actually, it's the other way around. None didn't care. He
13.
hated me.
All right, he misses with it as he's clawing at you. He literally looks like Anakin at the end of the fucking third movie. He's just like, I hate you. Steve, you're up.
I'm conscious but stable, so
Cool. Joel, you're
pass.
up.
Alright. I'm going to attack Walt here. None. I guess 18.
Would prefer if you guys referred to attacking none rather than me.
9 damage.
All right, give me the save, Walt. DC 14.
You roll another 20.
No, he didn't make it.
All right.
this time.
So I just want to describe sort of what happens here. So you guys
Fucking
Yeah.
shit.
started as a ragtag group that didn't know each other. You got in this fight. People were getting knocked down, knocked back up, knocked down. The fight was won. And your one casualty
Was none.
who died gets back up, and you guys go from being this like ragtag group to an orchestrated tribe of like warriors. You run across the room, hit him, fireball, slide across the floor, slice off his leg. He gets back up, and you come around and bring the hammer down right on his skull, squashing it like a watermelon at a Gallagher show.
Find solidarity and destroy
R.I.P.
Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like Walter's death to bring
Walter
everyone.
Bring
Bars
everybody
together.
together.
Yeah.
Soul burns.
So we're gonna take a break. I am gonna I want to. Well, we can describe. We'll take a break. We'll describe stuff when we get back.
Alright.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back on in about 15.
Yeah.
Maybe give us
Yeah.
20.
We're back live. Back from our break.
Hello, everyone. If you stuck with us, we really
Hey.
appreciate it.
Welcome
now,
back.
Now we've switched to drinking Trogs Perpetual IPA. Not a sponsor, but maybe someday.
Perpetual IPA? So it just you drink it once and you're drunk for the rest of your life?
That's how it works.
Isn't that called brewery syndrome?
Liquid Death Mountain Water? Also not a sponsor, but highly recommend.
Right? Am I making that up? Brewery syndrome? Anybody?
Never heard
You start fermenting inside your own body, and
Oh, that's
you,
a
like,
thing.
yeah,
It's a real thing.
yeah. That sounds. You shouldn't drink that.
It's not what we're drinking.
Oh.
All right, so let's recap. You woke up. You didn't remember much. there was explosions. You fought some statues. You cleared a couple rooms. Found a diamond ring. Figured out you were hired by Holder Heck to come here and clean out the evil.
Literally,
Lots of
we have a
treasure.
notarized letter saying so.
Yes, and on your like fourth room, something like that of this dungeon, you guys triggered a trap.
You guys, that's charitable.
Which also triggered these zombies coming out of their sarcophagus. Upon killing Walter, you guys hear
None.
Upon killing none, you guys hear the sound of doors like sliding and mechanics happening, and the door at the other end of the hallway unlocks. It was previously locked, but you guys don't know that.
So, you know, that's some Resident Evil shit.
Steve is unconscious. His character, A51.
It's a robot.
Everyone else is conscious, but injured. Oh, so Tucci spends the minute to cast Mending, heals him 1, brings him back up.
There's a none? He's healing none?
1.
Is it bullshit if I continue to do that until he's full? Because that's kind of bullshit.
If you take
But
the time, how much time does it
Take
take?
a
It only take like
short
10
rest.
minutes.
If you take a short rest, you could use that time to cast that
But would
spell.
he be able to?
man, I
Well,
would
I
love
was-
to
from
take
I
a
was just
long.
gonna use a hit die.
If he's casting a spell for the
Yes,
entire...
if you, Tucci, you will not benefit from that short rest, though.
I know.
I mean,
Well, why don't I just use a hit die instead?
Yeah, that
No,
works.
no. Let's. I mean, guys. Let's use this as a learning experience to be cautious in this very, very dangerous place.
Yeah, Sunny walks over to Zombie Nun, who's at this point Gallagher all over the floor, and says, "I'm sorry about your friend. He was reckless." This is to the point that was made from Mr. Helmhammer. Hammerhill.
Helm?
Hammerhill. This is not a place to be reckless in.
Hammerhole.
Let me just
Hammerhill.
calling him our friend is a bit presumptuous.
Never heard of the legendary craftspeople of Hammerhill?
Negative.
As I said before,
Yeah.
let the fools run ahead and trigger the traps.
That's where the pawn jokes are.
You guys.
So, if everybody's okay with it, let's take a break. And let's see if I can heal this droid the rest of the way.
Droid. Now he's a droid. Looks are droids.
Sunny.
Should we retreat to a separate room? I don't know that resting in here.
Amongst
Yeah,
sarcophagi,
absolutely.
they
This
rise
sand
and-
has some form of necromantic energy that drains people.
Sunny gets down and starts observing the sand where where Nun's body was, and he says, "It is not the sand; it is the pyramid."
Yeah, leave it to Sunny to not blame the sand. You gonna listen to this sandhead?
It is not what you witnessed is not unique to this room. This entire pyramid thrives off of blood magic.
All right, I'm making a sand druid. Fuck this.
He says, we have probably charged whatever stores it has quite significantly during that last battle, given the number of us that went down.
So the more we bleed, the stronger the pyramid gets?
That's a nice way to summarize it, yes. So, out of game, we're introducing a dungeon mechanic called Blood Points. So this is how many blood points you guys have accumulated.
Is that good?
No. The more blood points you have, the worse things get in the dungeon.
So is Schmanic's character contributing blood points?
He is not.
Okay, I know what I'm making for my next character.
Oh, that's really good.
One of those.
So if he can't benefit from healing, but he's not going to contribute to the blood points. So you guys started with some. It didn't start at 0, but currently
It's got a
the
billion.
blood pool is at 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Oh my
18,
god.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
Is that
25,
just
26,
like a hit
27,
point?
28,
Hey,
29.
can you mute the speaker output? I'm told that the echo
Yes.
is still happening. When
It's muted.
Okay.
So the blood pool is at 29. Here's what contributes to the blood pool.
That sounds high.
If you guys
It sounds
get
very high.
if you guys get bloodied, that's going to add a point to the blood pool.
Which is why you wanted to know our hit points.
Yes. If you get unconscious, that will add a point to the blood pool. Every time you fail that save, that will add a point to the blood pool.
Well, that's where we got them all.
Yeah. So
Oh, we got bloodied, failed death saves.
bloody, unconscious, failed death saves.
That's 3 right there.
Those 3 things happen.
Yeah.
We accumulate blood points in the blood
So
pool.
my actual campaign character would be like the best fucking guy to have right now.
And do we know
Yes.
what we win when
With
we
the
hit a
temporary
certain
hit points he's all about.
threshold?
The more, so every one of these rooms has certain side notes that says if the
Blood
blood
pool
points are here,
thresholds.
this happens. So it's like a sliding scale of how bad things can get
Bro, we're
based on.
fucked.
Can we get rid of any of these points?
You can. There are options to get rid of the points.
Please tell me it's not sucking it out of the floor.
Let's,
Are we taking a short rest?
so back in game, yeah. What?
I think we talked about taking a short rest. Are we taking a short rest?
We should.
Okay.
I'm low.
Normally I would want to press on, but
So,
seeing as I will
the
benefit
more
from
we
the short
bleed,
rest, getting my
The
breath weapon
harder
back.
it gets.
That is correct.
So let's.
So we gotta be
Who-
cautious.
Who has the best and worst armor here?
I have the worst, probably. I have 11 AC.
I probably have the best.
Okay, you should try and do your best to stay away from.
Actually, you probably have the best.
Yeah, he has really good.
So we're short resting. I'm going to use Arcane Recovery.
Yeah.
Why don't we go in?
All right,
like,
I almost
beginning
got
of
my
the
max
dungeon?
hit points back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's retreat and we're in a
Oh
safer
no,
place.
we rest long enough that I
I
can
am
mend
attacked.
you to full.
We're not far.
So
away.
so real
let's
quick,
retreat.
the group want. Yeah, we want to retreat to the earlier antechambers.
I don't like using the word retreat. It has a negative connotation. We're gonna.
Fall back.
When you guys walk back, the room where you found that magical sphere thing there is now noise emanating from it.
From the sphere?
No, from the room. Remember
Oh, from the
that
room.
giant pile of
Yeah,
dead bodies?
Woke
Can
up
I
some
make
of the
a-
bodies.
Oh,
Perception.
that's what all these bodies are.
Let's stay the fuck
They're
out of
zombies waiting to be filled with necromantic energy as the blood point pool increases.
Well, then you should
Right.
let them all stand up and
Yeah.
beat them down. That would burn off a bunch of blood points.
So the door's
Anyone got
closed,
disintegrate?
but you guys can hear like
Shuffling.
So we can put 2 and 2 together. It sounds like they. Are up.
Resurrected. Yeah.
Can we barricade the door with anything?
Well, they
Probably don't
animated.
need it, but maybe makeshift barricade.
Maybe we should just leave it alone.
Yes.
I touch my armor and make it +1 armor.
Cool.
Cool, Nick.
Cool, Nick.
Sonny recommends that if you guys take a rest, that somebody stand watch. This is a very dangerous place.
Sounds like a good job for you, Sonny.
I can take the first shift.
Why don't you just summon a sand owl or something?
You're dead.
Wait, aren't there zombies just down the hallway from us right now? Isn't that what we just said?
They're behind the 2 stone doors in that big room. Yes,
Did we close those doors?
they're
Yeah.
closed.
Oh, okay.
He says somebody bring none.
Didn't
I
you already
cannot-
hack him into little bitty pieces?
I cannot just bring some remnant of him. I cannot resurrect him, but I can bring him back as something different.
I grab None by his corpse by the arm and I drag him back to the entrance.
Leaving everything but the arm behind in the process.
I say, didn't he get cut down like 3 times?
Yeah, the little bitty pieces.
He has no head.
So he actually
And no, he was missing a leg.
he's not going to stand watch because he's gonna bring back none.
I'll stand the first watch.
I mean, it's a short rest, right? So.
It's like an hour, right?
He basically makes like a makeshift altar using some of the masonry tools, and he says, "Your friend was badly damaged. I cannot bring him back how he was, but I can use the sand to sculpt him into something new."
Again, Sonny. Friend is a
It's
very
just
strong word.
In my culture, we just use that word. Sorry, your enemy, who you do not like,
Associate.
associate.
Who I know very little about. If you forget, none of us remember anything. From,
Oh
like, the
right, I
past
forgot. You do
few
not
weeks.
remember. You do not remember the goblins that we camped with 2 nights ago.
No.
Oh, they were very jovial.
I imagine.
Straight up Jason boarding the fuck out of us right now. You don't remember anything, do you?
they gave us specific liqueur that they made out of cactus. It's very good.
Is this what made us forget?
I don't know.
Peyote.
Some of you did.
Maybe that's why we don't remember anything.
The dragon did drink quite a lot.
Makes sense.
So he says the sand has memories. It has memories of those who have come before, those who have died. The sand that I use to bring him back will infuse him with some of those memories. He will be different, but for some parts, still himself.
You do your thing, Sonny.
Period.
So random process. I'm sorry, I cannot stand watch because I have to resurrect this guy. I hope that's okay.
We're all awake. We're not sleeping.
I'll stand watch.
All right. You are healing the robot.
Oh yeah, I'm healing the robot. Never mind. That only takes a couple minutes. 10 minutes.
All right. So which room are we going to?
The entrance.
All right. Just the main room there with the giraffe statue.
Yeah.
So he's going to sculpt a body, just like a very generic looking humanoid body.
Out of sand.
Out of sand. Using some of the parts that are left and some new parts. And at the end of the rest, so everyone decide what you're doing during your rest.
Being dead.
Repairing my
Spending a
wounds.
hit die.
Sleeping. Can I spend a hit die and sleep?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
It's one part of it, I guess.
What do you do? Just roll.
To
it
get your
out?
con on that?
Roll one
It's
of
your
your die.
hit die plus your con. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a fool, baby.
Okay. Yeah. I'm at
This won't come into play now, but since we're here, you guys are also in the desert. It's really hot. So every time you take a long rest,
Isn't it going to be less hot under a pyramid?
we're going to say that counts as a day going by. Every day you need to consume 2 water skins worth of water. If you do not consume water, you'll start taking levels of exhaustion.
All right, I'm playing a Warforged.
Just keep that in mind. Not right now. Short rest. Nothing's needed.
No, if there's a cleric that can create water, that'd be great.
I also have a
Yeah.
class ability where I can find food and water. From
We're in a
Outlander.
pyramid.
In the
man.
pyramid
Probably pretty
that we
difficult
can't
in the
leave.
I don't know.
Can we is there any moisture left in Nun's body to squeeze in? No.
I dig and dig and dig, and eventually I'll hit water.
So water, if Tucci can create it, that's great. I don't know how much water you can create. But
I can do create water, but I only have 2 spells, 2 first level spells that I can do.
Nick, trust me, that one's going to be important.
how much water can you create?
Whatever create water is.
Thank you,
I
Nick.
did prepare 10 gallons.
Okay.
Damn.
For our
That's pretty
purposes,
significant.
I'm.
That's a lot.
That's more than
You're
ours.
supposed to consume 2 gallons a day. I just try to make it water skins to make it easy.
But we also have to be able to
It's normally 1 in a desert environments too.
harvest it.
A
and that's-
gallon of water a
I
day?
know, that's why I said water skins.
That's what I drink, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what aggressive bodybuilders drink.
It's just convert gallons into water skins too. That's what we're using.
Because I'm thinking it's actually similar for Tomb of Annihilation. They have a rule where you need to drink 2 gallons a day per player character because it's such a hot environment and you're
Yeah.
sweating so much
Yes.
that if you don't drink that much water, you get dehydrated.
So it's 2 gallons a day, but we're saying a gallon is a water skin just to make it easy. So if you have a water skin, you have a gallon. Tucci, if you can summon 10 gallons, you can summon 10 water skins worth.
But we need a big bucket.
Well, if you have water skins, yeah, you need something.
I mean, we'll look for something.
Yeah.
Cool. So at the end of the long rest, short rest, he reincarnates Walter Nunn into this new character.
Oh.
Great.
Hooray. Yeah.
What do you look like?
Who are you?
Sand.
Man, this guy's really powerful.
Yeah, right? Like, he doesn't need a group of level 1 assholes.
It makes you wonder why he didn't just kill those zombies instead of letting
He
them
hit
all
Instead of
kill
letting
them.
one.
He hit him with the shillelagh.
Did Nick design this
Do
druid?
you have a scroll?
Huh?
Yeah, all his
His
spells,
spells are not
Do you have a
offensive.
scroll?
He's got
No.
like tremor sands,
Treasure Sand.
Treasure sand,
treasure
mostly.
sand.
Detect magic.
Oh, he has a breath weapon too. I could use that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like how
And his might even be like a line. Which
Flint
would be
has
really
2
useful.
first level spells, and he spent one of them on detect magic.
And now he's like, I don't know if I want to cast Create Water. That seems wasteful.
I only get 2 spells.
And one of them was Detect Magic, you sack of shit.
Saying, and I can't even do it today. I used them all already today, so we have to sleep before anybody gets water.
I blew my load for spells too.
Well, you get them back now. Warlocks get their spells back after a short rest.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. That's the nice part about Warlocks.
I'm happy.
Cool. What are you guys doing next?
So we were all rested up.
Sort of. I mean, we're short rested.
We're as
So
healed
where's-
as we'll
where's
be for
this
the moment.
Preposterous variant for Rangers where they can just take their favorite enemy on the fly.
It's in, there's
It's in Tasha's or Xanathar's, I forget
Tasha's,
which. It's an
yes.
alternate class feature that replaces favorite enemy. But I forget which one of those two it's in.
it's Tasha's.
Sounds pretty good. Although undead seems like a pretty good one.
Yeah, well, Jason made the because I made the point that it didn't make any fucking sense for the character to favor undead, and Jason made the point that you just favor whatever you want because there's this broken as fuck.
You also like, I mean, that maybe for a standard drow, but you could have had there's a reason.
Yeah, reason easy.
A drow that you're being reincarnated to that died in this desert that's influencing this.
Well, I was also reincarnated. I'm also
Gotcha.
prepared to just blame the sand, right? I was reincarnated by a sand druid who's drunk off his ass doing stupid ass shit with a bunch of idiots in the middle of it.
Died undead. It would make sense.
Maybe you got one part drow, one part hates undead.
My
Like a
soul
beast-
has been corrupted by this
You're like a
stupid
beast form,
druid.
man. You're just getting whatever's around.
We should find whatever evil's in here and snuff it out.
I have a bag of
What am I
sand for
supposed to be?
I agree with
Chaotic
you,
good.
Draws. I agree
Cool.
with you, Draws.
So I did roll, and the zombies did not bust through the door yet.
Emphasis on the yet.
I guess the door opens in probably.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to barricade a door that opens
While
in.
while we're all hanging out, I want to reiterate that anybody that has a low amount of armor on, stand in the back of the line. Let me stay in front. I have a lot of good armor. We don't want to bleed. We want to stop bleeding.
Yep.
Is there an extra shield laying around anywhere?
There's a tool closet. Are there any giant buckets in the tool closet?
There is a bucket that has clay and stuff dried in it. Looks like an old paint bucket, basically, but with clay.
Are you going to use a bucket as a helmet?
I have a helmet.
No.
I was asking about a shield.
Yeah, it was for you. Flint.
I don't need a bucket.
What are you gonna summon all
Oh,
this
for the
water
water.
into?
Oh, fuck yeah. We need buckets.
There's a bucket.
Can that bucket hold 10 gallons?
No.
A lot of water, man.
Cool. What are you guys doing?
Do we head back to the sarcophagus?
It says
right?
and
To the
open
other side.
container, so it has to be like one container.
So,
Yeah, let's just close.
Yeah.
If we close the doors behind us, even if they get out, hopefully it takes them a long time to get to us. Not about going in there right now.
Sorry.
That's okay. Which way is it?
So
This
marching
is,
order is we're gonna put Flint up front.
Which one of you guys did the thing for my stat line last time?
What?
It was Jason or Joel.
15, 14, 13, 12,
you choosing the standard array?
10, 8,
No one cares.
and then you get to add your +1s to 3 different things.
Or +2 to one and one on another?
That's nice.
So there is only one door in this room, right?
Yeah.
But then it opens to a hallway.
Sure does. So the door's unlocked after you killed all the zombies. It unlocked. I don't know why I'm saying ironically. It's not ironic, but Nick was actually right when he was like, we should kill all the zombies because that it would have been locked otherwise.
So,
You originally said we should kill all the mummies before they animated. That was actually the right thing to do.
Yeah, before they woke up.
Yeah, but even if they didn't wake up, like if you guys found that trap and didn't trigger it, the door would have remained locked until you killed them all.
Can this door be secure behind us?
You could put like a random piece of wood or something over it, or some
this-
stones. There's tons of stones everywhere.
Sarcophagi.
The lids.
Yeah, you can try like a
sarcophagi.
lid. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's stack a lid on the door,
I'll help you.
Yeah.
just in case I get through. I'm pretty weak, but
Barricade.
Yeah, we barricade the door. Sarcophagi lid.
nice.
boom.
Good luck getting us nail zombies.
So what? We're going further in. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
These are doors, in case you're not clear of that.
Well, what have we got? Like, eventually we might have to deal with that other room.
Actually,
We're not going to worry about that now. We're here for one thing, whatever evil is in this temple.
Plus, if we cut the head off the snake, then maybe we won't have to fight them in the end.
yep.
Maybe.
All right.
One can
So
hope.
what is
We got a left, right, and straight.
what does the new nun look like? I don't think we ever cleared
Yeah,
that
yeah.
up.
Probably because I'm still working on the character.
Well, what's it? I mean, you know what he looks like and everything, right?
She
Name
looks
is
like, right?
Thumb.
No, it's gonna be the he version.
Name is Some.
A few. We're only up to a few. Some is the
lot?
next guy. A lot won't be out for a while.
Well, I mean, we could get to it when Wall's ready.
Okay, he's a dark elf, and I don't know how much he's supposed to know when he comes back from the dead, so I don't really know how to make him come rolling out of this shit. Does he have memories of his previous life? Does he have memories of this life? Does he have anything from none? Does he have sand up his asshole? I bet he has a lot of
So
sand
the
up his
last
asshole.
bit, everything. So yeah.
Really?
So
All
you-
the sand got converted into elf. None of it stayed behind.
correct. So you
Good road.
So you remember being none. You also have memories that
From being Ray.
not memories is like the wrong word. More like just feelings or
I shouldn't name him
instincts.
Ray because it's your fucking your guy's name is Ray.
His name's Ray Lick.
Yes, that's correct.
So you
What's short
there's,
for Ray
it's
Lick?
like there's other
Son.
other things inside you that are different. So you're not none, but you still remember being none. You've just changed now. You feel differently.
And I have to just use his leftover equipment.
No, you can use whatever equipment. That's part of the incarnation. Whatever
Oh,
starting equipment.
That's a really good reincarnation spell.
Yeah, whatever starting equipment a first level ranger gets.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
You can just tag along until you're ready.
No, so
Follow.
speaking in the common tongue, he introduces himself as Star, and then, being an elf, explains that he has an elven name that most of you probably couldn't pronounce.
What if we speak Elvish?
Then he's impressed and will actually tell you the long form
I
of his
don't
name.
speak Elvish.
Then fuck yourself. How about that? You fork-tongued, scale-back mongrel!
All right.
So you're a
What's
drow.
this hallway about, Jay?
Yep.
We got a left, right, and a straight.
Say
So-
something. Say something, dwarf. I'll try to hear you with my elven ears from all the way up here.
So this is like a weird. So you are a drow,
I am a drow.
and you remember, you sort of like you feel like you're a drow, like you were, like you almost get confused, like you were a drow before, but then
Right.
you realize you weren't.
But Meatloaf explained to me who you guys are.
Meatloaf.
Was that the guy's name? What's the fat guy's name who dies in Beer Fest?
Frank
Landfill.
Landfill. Landfill told me about who you guys are.
So wrong.
Meatloaf was a hell of a lot closer than Frankie.
So anyway, it's like
Was it Landfill?
yeah, it's like you are a drow. You feel like you've always been a drow, though you know that you haven't. But you probably don't have. There's probably some part of you that feels like you're not a drow too. It's very confusing.
You were also a changeling before, so like you were everybody and nobody.
Well, then
So
that's
then we
probably
have-
a very familiar
I
feeling.
was saying now we have to question whether or not it's you or if you're still none.
Is
just
it
in a
even?
different
Yeah,
form.
is he even a drow? He's probably still just a changeling.
But as you're thinking through this
What are you
existential
doing,
crisis,
Nun? What's this?
You come into a hallway, somewhat 10 foot wide. There is a stone door in front of you. Looks fairly heavy and locked. Like there's a big, you don't know that it's locked, but there's a big locking mechanism on it. There is a trail of dried blood going to the right.
It's always encouraging.
And it button hooks into an opening on the right. There is also a similar hallway on the left with a similar entrance that sort of mirrors the other one.
Is there blood trail going to that one though?
Nope.
Just the one on the right?
Just the one on the right.
I think we should follow the blood.
Agreed.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Alright guys, let's do this.
I go first or second. Either one.
You and me are neck and neck. We're right next to each other.
Cool.
You just doing ole ole?
Getting ready for that World Cup?
Can you get me up that calculator you were using for stats?
Yeah.
Thanks. It's not a priority item. Do your setting our
If
shit
you
up
have your phone,
What?
just if you Google just like 5th edition point buy calculator, it should come up. If you can't find it, let me know. Cool. So you walk in, and there is a room in the center. There is a about 7 foot tall statue of what looks to be a skeletal creature in religious robes holding an empty bowl. In the four corners of the room, there are brass sculptures that look like dragons, but they don't have any wings. They're almost like horse-shaped dragons.
So 4 horse-shaped dragons.
Yep.
And a statue in the middle of the room.
Kin of yours, Roseanne?
Why would you ask him and not the other one?
Wow.
Where does the blood go?
The blood goes through the room, around the statue, into another door. There is an archway behind the wall.
Shall we follow the blood while keeping our eyes on all these statues as we slowly walk in this room?
Can I
Sure.
investigate the statues to see if I find anything like joints that look like they might move or anything like that?
Yeah, make an investigate check.
I'll aid.
How large
I
is
got a
this?
24.
That's pretty good.
Which one's Steve? This guy.
Let's say, how large is the statue in the middle?
It's 7 feet tall. It's
Okay.
taking up about 4 squares.
Oh yeah, that's big. And Steve find anything?
Yes, Steve. The
Yeah.
4 brass statues in the corner of Drake-looking things don't trigger anything, but you do notice that the central statue is rigged to explode upon contact.
Sorry, what was that last? What was that last part?
Rigged to explode upon contact.
I was just about to say I started
Alright.
reaching out towards that
I'll say,
that bowl.
warning, do not touch the statue.
And then pull my hand back. I was planning on
All
grabbing
right.
a bowl, put a bunch of water in for.
At least you were thinking of water and not like money.
Oh, that would be good too.
What do you guys do next?
I said we follow the blood.
Yeah, continue walking slowly,
Cool.
following the blood.
So as you go into the next room under the archway, your nostrils get a pleasant break from the normal ammonia and crap smell, and it smells more of sage or saffron. You see that there is a table on the left with a dead body strapped to it.
Oh, that's exciting.
And elbow deep in its guts is a skeletal creature wearing a priest type hat with glowing green eyes. When you get the room has mummified bodies, bowls with offerings, and all sorts of random shit just like assorted around the sides of it. But as you guys walk in, he looks up at you and gives you a ghostly grin. Roll initiative.
When you say he's in his guts, can you clarify that?
Like he's leaning over the table with his hands in this dead body, like almost like he's doing surgery, but he's really just like studying it.
Got it.
Man, initiative is the only thing I'm really stuck on today.
Well, it could be worse. It could be sucking on everyone. Did you just rolled
Scott?
that?
I got a
It's
5.
15.
All right. Well,
18 total. I'm
Chili?
moving along.
8.
Steve,
12.
Tooch.
Oh,
14.
Okay. It's going to be Walt. I'll have to roll.
I don't know if I'm combat ready yet.
Okay. Well, it's okay. We can see. It's gonna be the first round. Walt, Tucci, Steve, Chili, me, Joel, Scott.
Dead last again.
I gotta give you 1 minute to find the monster. Bookmark from earlier. Cool.
So this is the source of the trail of blood.
Correct. It leads up to the table. All right. I am good to go. Walt, you said you need a minute yet? It's okay if you don't.
I can kind of fuck around. Draw a pair of short swords. What is this thing?
It is a skeleton, basically, in a sort of priest wizardy hat, doing surgery on an open corpse.
Good enough for me. I'm gonna roll on him.
You don't like him.
Well, everything is apparently my favorite enemy, according to this absolutely broken variant rule. But I haven't gotten there yet, so I'm not gonna take advantage of that just now.
Weird rule.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna roll up on him.
Not-
I'm gonna bust out a pair of Schwartz swords, and I'm gonna short his swords. Well, I make the regular attack, and it is a 19 to hit, which I'm hoping is landing.
That does, in fact, land.
Oh, minimum damage! Which is gonna be not plus my proficiency bonus, but plus my dexterity modifier for the short sword.
Dexterity and proficiency.
Oh, what? Proficiency to damage?
No, not the damage.
That's what I'm
sorry.
asking. So it's just going to be my dexterity, or it's just going to be my strength?
Your
Dexterity.
All right, so then that's 4 damage for that, and then I'll make a follow-up attack with the other hand, which misses probably anyway with 13.
Nope, 13 hits.
What?
Sounds very sagey.
Weird.
Man. Interesting.
And I'm going to roll 1 point of damage on that one, and since I haven't chosen my combat style yet, I'm just going to assume that I'm not choosing 2-weapon fighting right now.
Okay. So you deal 5 damage.
Yep.
Cool. So your new companion, without missing a beat, those are melee attacks, Walt,
Yep.
runs up and in a
Kinda
very
just
dexterous manner
busted out
slices
my bow,
at the
huh?
skeletal creature twice. Tooch.
I don't think none
I
even
will
attack
also move up to the skeleton.
I made that joke. How many attacks did I make?
Yep.
Warhammer held high behind the shield and bring it down with a 21 to hit.
Hit.
You know what to do.
4 damage though. It's 4 damage.
Your Warhammer seems to be super effective.
Excellent.
So it looks like the brittle bones of the creature crack easily under the might of your hammer.
Thank Morgan.
Steve.
Let's see.
Oh, it's
Seeing
a
that the
9 till
hammer
7
is
anyways.
particularly effective, I'm going to move up to one and spin my quarterstaff and try to slam it.
So you're only gonna be able to get up to it if you like hop up on this table here.
So hop up on the table. Don't be a pussy.
I can hop on the table.
Can you give me a athletics or acrobatics check?
Okay.
Fairly low DC, but just
I'm coming,
No, no.
creator.
7. You're good. Yep.
All right. Not great with a quarterstaff, but Let's go.
So he hops up on the table and slams him with a quarterstaff.
15.
Hit.
All right.
Hey, man.
3 damage.
All right. Once again, the brittle bones. You move your quarterstaff into his rib cage, and it moves through it like a knife through butter, just cracking through the ribs.
Cow.
That's awesome.
I realize there's a mirror here, so all my secret stuff I'm doing, you guys can see. But,
Not even.
That's
I
not
know.
that's not how the angle on that mirror works. Yeah.
Uh,
If you were right on the ceiling, though, dead giveaway.
Chili.
Cool. I'm gonna rush in with my. Oh shit! Can you push him back in that corner there?
So you have to leap up on the table.
Yeah.
So we're over it.
So athletics or acrobatics?
I'll do athletics. 7 total.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna attack with my little hand axe. 17 to hit.
Hit.
For 9 damage.
All right. He's not looking great, but he's still up.
Hacking and slashing.
He's doing a Hail Mary in his sort of what's going to be his death throes here. Tucci, he really didn't like that hammer. He's going to pull out 2 vials from a pouch on his waist. They both glow a noxious green.
That doesn't look good.
And he slams them into you with his palms.
That.
Farts. Jars of farts.
He does technically have disadvantage because it's a ranged attack and he's a melee, but he still gets a 15. That misses though, doesn't it?
That misses. My AC is 18.
Oh, you know what? No, never mind. He does. Cool. So the acid slams on your armor, and whatever it's made out of, it looks like your armor is resistant to the corrosive effects.
Oh, magical. It's blessed by Warden.
There you go. Joel.
Yeah.
I will also try to leap up on this table. Seems like we're all melee.
I'm not really. But I kind of am right now.
I got a 7. I also got a 7 on my
Seven's
athletics
good.
check. And I'll swing away with my maul, bring it down overhead, just like straight up, just like wide stance, like overhead.
Hammer
Like,
strike.
yeah. I got a
Like driving a rail spike through the damn
yeah,
ground.
exactly. 22 to hit for 13 damage.
All right. You like completely smash through the entire skeleton.
Yeah.
Like his bones explode, bits of bone
Shrapnel.
fly off and hit you guys. Like if your face is exposed, you might get hit in the face. There's at least one rib bone that like flies well across the room. He is dead.
Sucky.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he was made out of bone, not made out of bitch.
Smashing.
You got me. I did.
What did it look like this dude was doing?
Surgery of some kind.
He was just
On the corpse that me and Steve, or me and Asimov are standing on. A51.
Yeah.
That really works.
It looks like he was harvesting organs from dead. Like there's tons of like different storage containers, some chests, some like mummified corpses just lining the walls. And it looks like he was just digesting organs from people and putting them in jars.
Can I inspect the corpse that's on the table?
You can. Does anyone want to like do anything else like search the room?
Yeah, I'd like to search the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna search through the room for
Can,
sure.
can I aid? I'm gonna aid Steve.
Treasure's belongings.
Okay. So Childers is going to aid you, so you get advantage, Steve. You can make an investigate check with advantage.
What do we find?
I only got a 10.
Not good.
Unless anybody objects, I'm going to sit down again and do a ritual casting of detect magic.
Oh, that's right. You did not. You cast it before, so
going
we were
to,
mocking you for no reason.
But we will continue to do so, rest assured.
I'm going to investigate as well.
Go for
Or
it.
search or whatever it is now.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't do
I mean, he's not using a spell slot, so we were mocking him for using detect magic, but
Okay, this doesn't make any sense, but I'm okay with it. So I rolled up my shit randomly, and I chose to be a noble. I'm better than all of you.
I'm
But
also a noble, so.
But my personality trait is that I am a humble noble, and I
These
think
guys
myself not above anybody.
Just find a bunch of
and
organs
I
and
must
shit.
prove myself without the coddling of my family, which actually makes sense for a ranger. And believe that the common folk must see me as a hero of the people. Is that all the common folk, or am I just interested in being a hero of a drow? Gotta work on that. And yeah, but then if that's true, then some kind of drow
What
hero.
else?
Well,
So this is one room off of where the
it's
four
just-
statues were.
So far, we're failing our search checks.
Yeah.
Yes, Nick.
The corpse is literally just a random zombie corpse that looks dead. That he would like. It's rotting. It's disgusting.
So, just to be on the safe side of things, I smash his skull
Who
That's
wouldn't?
fair.
with my maul, because I ain't playing around with these zombies anymore.
Yep.
I try to smell towards the source of the sage. We could bring some of that with us.
Get rid of the ammonia smell throughout the...
There are several altars with offering plates, and incense that are creating the sage smell. In one of the bowls, you find a tile that has a demonic image on it.
Whoa.
It looks like actually a very like charismatic and noble, regal demonic creature.
When I grab
Let's
it,
destroy it.
I kind of toss it towards the guy that looks culty to me. The warlock.
Do I recognize him?
On the back, you notice that there's like pegs. Like it looks like it's part of some larger puzzle.
Shoulders does look getting pegged.
Make a history check. Anyone
Hey.
looks at make a history check.
Aha! I took that.
History?
Yep.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I have
11.
that.
21.
I show the piece to the party and
Yeah.
say it appears that this is some sort of piece.
You guys recognize this as
The piece de resistance.
one of the infamous players in the Hawthorne Rebellion, also known as the Second Great War, a demon prince incubus named Sedek.
So this is
That's Sedek.
an image of foul demon Sedek.
I mean, as demons go, he's not that foul.
No, he's pretty foul.
And like I said, when you examine it, there's like on the back. It looks like it fits into something.
He was integral in the Hawthorne Rebellion.
So where was that found?
In the offering bowl.
Has
Is
he
it a
been
key?
destroyed?
Does it look like some sort of
Has he
key?
been destroyed? As far as I know, the Knights of Griffinwood were able to defeat him.
A good end to his existence.
Indeed.
Definitely make sure to check all the offering bowls. Size
Yeah.
order.
You find like there's random coins, probably 15 gold worth of coins, mostly copper, a couple silver. There's different herbs, like I said, sage, saffron.
Taking the herbs, buddy.
Yeah, what we really need is a plague doctor mask to wear around down this shithole. Stuff him in there.
Maybe a couple, but not all of them. Just it smells nice.
Draws
Stick
take
'em-
some herbs.
Stick them near my nose later. when it
Rolls 'em up.
smells.
Yeah. I was gonna get some cat piss incense, but I couldn't find it.
I
for you guys.
appreciate that you did.
Yeah. Couldn't find it for you
Yeah.
guys.
So this looks like it might be a piece to something larger. And
What does that mean?
This is just a notification.
from any,
Yeah, but would that key ever do anything good, do you think?
I don't know, but it's probably worth hanging on to.
Yeah, absolutely worth hanging on to.
I'll keep
So
it in-
far,
I'll
we
keep
don't
it in my
know
pack
if
for
there's
now.
another way out of here, and that might lead to our way out.
Would you say it was like a bowl or a
Puzzle.
It's a tile piece.
tile?
Yeah, tile.
You guys are gonna find out in like 2 seconds where.
All right. Has this
I
room
believe
been
we've
cleared?
searched
Yep.
everywhere in there.
Except for the exploding statue. Do you want to touch the exploding statue?
No, because A51 said don't do it.
No explosion.
Warning: do not touch the statue.
No touching.
All right. As you go back in the hallway, Tucci, now that you're not making haste and trying to track down this blood trail, you notice to the right there is a giant mural
Right here.
right there. I didn't switch the
A
battle.
giant mural.
I guess I'm on balance. A giant mural. That mural has 7 images on it. The tile pieces look similar to the tile that you found.
What?
Yeah. So there is.
Existing tile.
Like it's a key.
It looks like yes. It looks like there were 9
Fits it.
tile pieces, correct, and there are now 7. And it looks like the one you found does fit into the mural.
But like, what are we doing, guys? Are we?
Let me describe what you're seeing first, okay?
Okay.
One is a regal-looking man wearing a crown with angel wings. There is a half-elf or an elf with a religious symbol wearing dark-colored garb. There is another elven creature with who has a sigil of a leaf with some magical markings on it, who is holding 2 daggers. There is a gentleman, Joel, you would recognize this guy for sure. You don't have to make a check. Jeremy Bentham, a paladin of St. Cuthbert and one of the original Justicars. There is an image of a person who honestly just looks like a tree man. And then another person that no check is needed is Bishop Terminus. Everyone would have seen an image of him at some point. The former Grand Commissar of the Ormond Dominion. And then the last one I haven't described yet is a halfling with a very ornate-looking dagger who has a fiendish sort of way about him.
Countenance.
Oh, snap.
Shem.
There are a couple there, and Coburn.
Full budget heroes on that wall, but we have the Sedek tip.
So they weren't all heroes. Bishop Terminus is not generally considered a
Yeah.
hero. So if you guys want to make history checks, you can know who they all are.
21. 22,
So
sorry.
give me. So what? Give me a second because we're gonna make.
I
super
point
quick
out
checks.
Jeremy Bentham. I say,
Give me
Snake.
3 checks for everyone.
everyone 3 checks.
Yeah, that.
Ooh, that's a good one. 18, and
12,
a fail.
And a 14.
2, 20, and 6.
Yeah, I got good on the first one. Really good on the first one, and the rest were
Okay. I'm gonna say you recognize Coburn Sephora. The second one, the elf, you don't recognize, but the holy symbol is Senini Moonbow. You recognize Jeremy Bentham. You recognize Terminus. You recognize Shem Bliflin, the leader of Shem Shadows, the infamous assassin organization. And the last one you recognize is Baron Manaleaf, Lord of Moravia, and member of the Knights of Griffinwood. You do not recognize the tree person,
Who would?
and you do not recognize the elf with the Senini Moonbow sigil. There is a piece missing. Even like including the piece you have, there's still one missing.
I try to identify where this piece would go, and I place it in as best I can.
There's so based on the pegs in the back, you can easily slide it into place, and upon doing so, you realize that these can move around.
Okay.
Oh, like on the board.
Yep.
Like one of those tile puzzles.
Yep.
Curiouser and curiouser.
See, I feel like we need to find. Well, no wait. If they're supposed to slide around, and it's like a tile puzzle, do we even need a 9th piece?
Oh, because there's a hole.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you?
I don't know.
Maybe we look at these other rooms first before we mess too much with this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What's next?
Cool.
Let's hit that other room. Opposite
So
side.
what do we have?
Yeah.
We have this here, and we have a door here. Like this looks like an opening that we can probably tell it's an opening from down here. But
Yeah.
So where are you going?
Into
this
the opposite room.
So you can see once you get down here that there's also an opening here around the corner. Oh, I grabbed a little one by accident. Whatever. Oh, that was stupid. The room you walk in is identical to the last room. It has 4 bronze, brassish statues of drakes in the corner. It has a skeletal guy in the middle holding a bowl. And there's an archway that leads to a room behind it.
so I'm going to assume the statue is similar to the last. Don't touch it unless we know otherwise.
Yeah, let's not touch it.
What happened with the
Yo,
last statue?
A51. Why don't you take an inspection of this thing?
Yeah, I'll investigate the statue.
If you touched it.
I'll help.
Wait, this character was there for that. Never mind.
Do an investigate check.
I'm a lending assistance again.
I got a 17.
This one doesn't seem to be trapped. It seems to be a normal statue. And when you observe the bowl that he's holding, it once again has various sacrificial elements in it, including a vial that is glowing blue.
Oh.
What do we have here? Potion?
Maybe.
How many gallons is this bowl?
Looks pretty big. Looks pretty big. It is.
Looking at the statue, I slowly walk into the back room to make sure there's no enemies there.
All right. So now you see a very prominent altar. Much more prominent than the ones that were in the other room. Once again, there's the smell of saffron and sage as incense are burning. The altar is next to a portrait of a dry lich who you could assume is Raylick. Very ornate looking evil dry lich. He's wearing like a big Egyptian, like, I don't even know if it's Egyptian, like big priesty hat. Has a staff, tattered clothes, like, and is sort of just floating in the air. Looks very evil and menacing. The room is surrounded by tapestries with all sorts of ornate imagery woven into them.
Imagery of what?
Oh, thanks for asking, Steve. The monster you saw when you walked in, which Childers' character described as a terrasquay, it seems that they are images of him and Raylick, and this terrasquay is destroying what you assume is a city, but for everybody else, it looks like it doesn't look like a city you've ever seen. Like, the walls are made of metal, and like the buildings are made of metal. Like, it's kind of crazy looking. Steve,
One like a very impressive dwarf structure.
yes, Steve. For you, this is in mechanics. This is probably nothing, but it looks like a very advanced civilization, and they're just different images of Raylick and the Tarask just wreaking havoc on this group of people. And that it ends with where the cities were are now vast deserts.
So this is depicting the destruction of some advanced civilization by this creature called the Tarask, seemingly at the bidding of the Lich.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good thing the Lich is dead.
On the altar, yeah, 100% dead. On the altar to Raylick, there's about 100 gold worth of gems and coins.
Gems and coins.
You writing it down, Joel?
Let's put that
I
on.
want
I
to
was
smoke
writing
this
down the
gem.
tapestry stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did someone grab the gems out of the bowl?
I don't know. Did anybody grab the
If
gems
they
out of the bowl?
didn't, I definitely would.
Okay, well, I heard some people saying they're splitting up the gems. Who grabbed the gems out of the bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, who's closest to the judges?
Probably me. I was inspecting the statue
All right.
and I found nothing unusual, so I'm gonna say it was me.
Make a dex save, Steve. Roll
Oh
a.
no.
Well, it's kind of stupid how I did it, but I rolled low, so I'm gonna make the DC low. That's not
Okay.
how that works, but
Dex save.
Hey, you're the DM.
yeah.
It works how you want it to work.
18.
All right, you're good. So as you, it should have really been an attack, which is why I rolled, but I wanted to give you a chance to get out of the way, which is why I gave you a save. It was kind of stupid how I did it. But basically, as you grab the gold out, a giant blade thrusts out of the ball, and you manage to dodge it, and it doesn't hit you.
So this is the main bowl in the middle?
This is the ball in the altar in the second room.
Okay.
You
So
hear,
back here. Yeah.
yep, you hear clockwork noise as the blade resets.
Oh dang.
But as long as you don't stand right there or take anything else of the bowl, but you can. I mean, that's not. You have enough time to get the contents of the bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
Maybe with all the traps in this place, we should temper our greed.
Something else come up?
No, he's way. They're in the back. I'm up at this this front one. Cool. I didn't realize initially they were at that one. Because I am gonna be fucking with the giant bull up there, trying to pry it out.
Well, there was a blue vial in there. He said.
In that one,
Oh yeah, the blue vial.
definitely grab that out, shake it up, look at it.
Okay. Upon playing around with it for a couple minutes, you can take a little bit on your tongue, and one of your ulcers that you had in your mouth from all your fire breathing heals up.
Oh, nice.
So it's a
Blue vial of something.
cure potion.
Whoa, that's valuable here.
It's also throwing a wrench in the spokes with the blue color being the healing potion.
Yeah.
Cure.
But it's a mana potion, and everybody knows it.
Oh, that's true.
How much longer do you anticipate we're going to be playing?
We're gonna play till 5 or 6 every single time we play.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock.
So within the next hour we'll stop.
Am I able to get the giant bowl out?
It's probably gonna be pretty challenging, but you
Yeah.
could cast into the ball. Like he could come back here and cast.
Oh,
Could you knock it off with something?
I mean, you could definitely do it. Like you're just gonna have to like shatter the statue and carry it. It's a big
Alright.
stone ball.
Push the statue over.
Well, I just point out to Nick. Hey, maybe put some water in this. And throw a drink.
Stick your tongue in
Could
there.
it hold 10 gallons?
It's pretty big. It probably could.
How gross is it?
It's
It's not gross.
in a hot desert pyramid, so that gross.
Yeah.
Where the dead have been living.
It's been accumulating dust.
Yeah, yeah,
Dead
dirt and foul matter for like I don't know, hundreds of years.
Maybe this is where we fill our water tomorrow.
Maybe.
Yummy!
Love that extra mummified cloth bit
You
in
just
there.
gotta boil it first.
Yeah.
Unless maybe you'll just
Yeah.
let me create the water in everybody's separate containers. But that's not the way the spell's worded.
You can create it in this bowl and then fill your separate containers.
There we go.
You don't
There's
even
only
need
7
water,
of
do
us,
you?
so we only need 14 gallons a day. So
Yeah, but he's only creating 10.
I know.
Yeah, but Steve doesn't need any
Robot
for
doesn't
All right.
A51.
Four actually, because it doesn't say anything about that in the racial abilities description.
Oh,
So I would assume, I guess I do need to eat and drink and sleep and all that stuff.
Steve, I'm
Yeah.
gonna call an audible that you don't need to eat or drink.
Okay.
It doesn't say.
If you can't be healed, you don't need to eat or drink. I'm just,
Yeah.
Fair.
Is he a construct?
Yeah.
Then they don't need to breathe or sleep.
Oh yeah, that's
What-
part of being a construct.
What do you guys do next?
I'm gonna go at least check around the corner here and see what's down there.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's a long hallway.
It's 1,000 zombies.
At
roll
the end of the
initiative.
hallway, there is a I don't even know what you call it, like an end table, like a piece of furniture. Once again, with a bowl and a candelabra on it and a mirror. And then there are
A
cabinet
chase?
doors under it. A chase.
It's a chase.
I approach it.
Cool. When you look in the mirror, what's looking back is a ghostly visage of yourself, you decayed and dead as a zombie. Make a wisdom save.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Yes, nothing happens.
Hey.
You shake off the effects of the mirror, and you're fine. The bowl is filled with oil. It looks like some sort of holy oil. As a paladin, you've probably seen that used in religious rituals before. And there is a lit candelabra. Despite being lit, the candles look pretty fresh. And like I said, it has a door under the chase, as Childress described it.
What's in the cabinet?
There is a treasure chest.
How do you know it's a treasure chest? It's just a
Well,
chest until you open it and it's full of treasure.
It looks really nice.
Can I check it for traps?
Oh, you sure can.
So just investigation?
Yep.
6.
Okay,
You don't find
failed
any
by
traps.
such a degree that you triggered the trap.
Oh!
So upon looking for traps, you literally like your weight shifts wrong, and you put your hand down, and it triggers a plate. A swarm of scarabs comes out of the walls in the hallway, rushing it into the room.
Oh, this is the worst part of the mummy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have did that.
It was dumb.
So once again, everyone roll initiative and place yourselves in that hallway somewhere.
Swarms?
Your greed get the best of you.
I'm
I
a
am
fighter
at the
type.
end
I
of the
can't fight
hallway,
swarms.
so I don't know where everyone else wants to be.
So, in general, when we're exploring, I want to try and be toward the front of any new enemy, and when we clear a room, I will move to guard the door.
I'm 17. In it.
2. -1 initiative.
Thick boy.
Okay.
Strong, but not fast.
Scott, what do you have?
17.
Joel?
2.
Walt?
5.
Childers?
11.
Steve?
12.
Tucci?
This is how we speak from now on.
We're doing Bill's, whatever. It's not Bill's rule, but who wants to? You guys can go first, or who wants to go at the same time? Your choice.
I don't care.
Whose side?
They can either.
Same
It's,
time's cool.
Steve and Tucci are tied. They can either choose who goes first. You can do it every round. That's fine.
Fight
Or
to
you
the
can go-
death.
Or you can go at the same time.
I think we should have a fight to the death every time we have initiative time.
Should arm wrestle.
Seems like an excellent use of it.
All right. So it's Scott, then Tucci/Steve, then Chili, me, Walt, Joel.
Okay, what do I see?
You're in that hallway. Literally the whole hallway, minus the last 2 squares at the end, gets flooded with scarabs that just come out of the wall.
Okay.
They were actually in the wall as part of the artwork, and they just come tumbling
So the
down.
whole
Okay, so this actually
hallway,
is flat
except
in
for
front of
these
the
2 squares or these 2 squares?
Those 2 squares.
All right, so I step up here, and I might have to step here and send. I'll just fire breathe these 6 squares.
Yeah, man. I feel like
That's
me
awesome.
with a couple of short swords and a bow versus him with the flamethrower face, the face thrower. I'm just gonna I'm just letting this one happen, man.
Hit it with the fire.
All right, dex save.
Can swarms pass dex saves?
He gets 10.
That's a failure. 5 and 4, 9 fire damage.
In an area, if that still matters to swarms.
I don't think it does.
Well, it should.
Cool. Next up, Tucci and Steve. You can go at the same time, or you can choose who goes first.
You want to go first, Tooch?
Yeah, I will move to a more defensive position to put myself in between the scarabs and everybody else.
Look how far he's gotten on that chainmail since we started.
I know, it's pretty crazy. I didn't think I'd get that far. I can't really do much. If I move up to be within 5 feet of the scarabs and do a word of radiance.
The scarabs are all around you.
Much like the kingdom of God.
Then I do a word of radiance.
Cool.
Make it count.
7.
You fail.
Okay.
You've been radiated.
Scarabs take 7 radiant damage.
All right. Good to know.
Did they like that?
They didn't.
In every square within 5 feet of me.
You hit them once. You don't. You're good.
It's one creature, not a bunch of not
It's
a bunch
a
of different
swarm.
It's a swarm of scarabs, but you hit them once. Steve, you're up.
Try shocking grasp.
The
at
entire
the
swarm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna be swatting at him. I don't really have any area of effect or anything else, though. Just gonna kind of swat at him with electrified hands.
Okay.
15.
Hit.
1 lightning damage.
Cool. You
Did they like that?
You scoop down and get a bunch of scarabs and just manage to get one really good, and it dies.
All right.
Did they like that, Jason?
They didn't.
They didn't like that.
Shoulders.
All right. Can I burning hands them from where I'm at? Or is that gonna hit
Where
other
are you?
people?
I mean, you could probably direct it in a manner that it doesn't hit some people.
I
if you
thought we
direct
just
it-
argued that you have to burn all your friends every time you cast a
if
spell.
If you aim it more towards the wall and direct it down the hallway, you're probably good. But it's only going to hit like those 3 squares.
Yeah, you can direct it into one of the empty squares into the wall, or you can move to the left and just blast the end of the hallway and not have to worry about it at all.
Okay. Draws starts chanting an infernal and raises both hands, and a explosion of flame blasts out in front of him.
Nice.
There's his connected thumbs.
Roll your
fingers. There's a picture of it.
nat 20 on my dex save.
Shit.
So half damage.
Half damage.
I think it's 3d6.
3d6.
That was a beautiful roll. So 12, 16.
Half of that.
Holy shit.
so 8.
Cool. There are now considerably less scarabs. Fewer scarabs. So one thing that happens is this third turn, they all
How
shake.
many blood points does the dungeon get from all the scarabs that just got bloodied and killed?
None. But if the scarabs were, let's say, like a blue dragon that you fought and killed, it would get blood points.
Blue dragon?
Just using a random example.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you guys fight a living creature and kill it, the blood will be absorbed by the pyramid.
Oh shit.
So as you guys, the scarabs are going to shake, and get this blue dust all over you guys. You're all glowing blue. So just keep that in mind. Then they're going to bite
Everyone.
shoulders because they don't like that flame you just did.
Wait, I'm not sure that. Okay.
23 to hit shoulders.
Oof.
That's a miss.
Because there's less than half of them, you're going to take less damage. But you take 8.
Ouch.
That's
Two.
their turn. Sunny's also going to breath weapon. What is it, Scott?
Well, it depends.
What's
What
yours?
level is
It's
he?
type minus 2d6.
Does it scale?
Yes.
I'm just going to say it's 3 to 6.
Ouch.
3d6 would be like level 5 or 6 version.
Okay.
You bit me.
They fail their save. That actually takes
So
it.
certain dragons get it in a line, others get it in a cone, and it's all different.
He has a line as well. So he's gonna follow suit with you and just position himself. Honestly, probably where like that duelist is, but in front of him, and just hit that whole row.
Nice.
And that takes out the remaining scarabs.
Which saves me an embarrassing turn of not being able to hurt them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Draws is going to try to wipe that blue powder off.
Oh, I don't know.
Doesn't seem to wipe off.
I think it's rather dignified looking.
Cool. That wraps the fight. Probably a good place to stop. You guys cleared this wing. Oh, wait a second. There's something else you guys find.
The treasure chest.
The treasure chest, yes. Has 2,500 gold worth of silver, copper,
Whoa.
and assorted gems.
It doesn't matter. These characters are never leaving this dungeon.
Mostly
Oh, that's
amethysts
true.
and emeralds. It also contains a spear very similar to the one that you guys found earlier, but instead of being a half circle and half empty, the whole thing is solid.
All right, so hang on. Those of us who are contracted here, right? The NPC is only here to purge from evil, right? And we get the treasure. That's the agreement.
Yep.
So we divide it amongst ourselves.
He's fine with that.
So what is that coming out to be?
So 2,500 gold between what, 6 of us? I don't know if somebody do that math.
Coming up.
Is that right?
400 and
Oh.
I don't know.
Thank you, Scott. 2500 divide 6. 416.67. Sorry, 416.66. I'm gonna give the last copper to the NPC.
And what about that treasure we found earlier in the bowl? Where'd that go?
We didn't take. Oh, I don't know. I
That's
think
100 gold. Yeah.
So,
And I think we said 15 in the room before, so it's 115 more.
okay. 115 more.
Walter, there might be a store here. We don't know.
Uh-huh.
What if we find the
So that's
roaming
another
halfling
19.16.
caravan?
Yeah, we're roaming halfling caravan.
We were that other campaign in the dungeon. We found spots.
Yeah, the Midvale Mage Academy is having their annual fair.
there we go.
Next level, I can actually I can create any item worth less than 100 gold once per day.
Nice.
Nice.
So you guys have, so there's one door remaining here, and then there's the puzzle. You guys have a full circle and a half circle. In my notes, it says everyone is now level 2. So it actually, I didn't intend to end here, but it's a really great place to end. That works out nicely. And that's, like I said, that's legit. You got enough legit experience between all the traps and monsters to get to level 2.
Cool.
Nice.
And then we'll stop here, but everyone please remember your hit points, your spells, all that stuff.
But we gain.
Sleep yet? We haven't slept yet.
Yep.
Okay.
Joke's on you, suckers. I died. I'm fresh.
So
Good session 0.
Yeah, two more weeks.
1.
So
Yeah.
I used
Prelude.
Same back time, same back channel. We'll be back. Thank you for anyone that watched. Who were you going to shout out to?
Shout out to Piper and everybody at
Piper,
brunch.
everyone at brunch. Thanks for checking
Brooklyn,
us
New
out.
York.
Gathering, another
Session
TV viewer, Chat Stat, Commander Root, Kitty Cat 513, Piper Lore, and small streamers, DC Community.
Woo! Thanks, y'all.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks, guys. We love you.
You guys are all coming on vacay with us when we get rich and famous.
See everyone.
Bye, everybody.